let's love, but before you leave, usually I would never even care. Baby, I know you're creeping, I feel it in the air. Every night and every day, I try to make you stay, but you're savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you're savage love. When you kiss me, I know you don't get to, but I still want that. You're savage love. You're savage love, love, love. You're savage love, love, love. You could use me, 'cause I still want that. Baby, I hope that this ain't karma, 'cause I get around. You wanna run it up, I wanna lock it down. I usually don't be falling fast. You got a way of making me spend up all my cash. Every night and every day, I try to make you stay, but you're savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you're savage love. When you kiss me, I know you don't get to, but I still want that. You're savage love. You're savage love, love, love. You're savage love, love, love. You could use me, 'cause I still want that. You're savage love. You're savage love, love, love. You're savage love, love, love. You could use me, baby. Savage love. Did somebody break found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. On the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, Baby, I'm stage, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Third things turns and a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did. Ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river. 'Cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. I don't do well with the drama, and no, I can't stand it being fake. No, 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 no. I don't believe in Nirvana, but the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain it. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools are rushing, but I don't know.
Chance, the rapper.
The first that pleases the Father might be the hardest to take. When you come out of the water, between Hesse, hit the jet speed. When they get messy, go lefty like Lionel Messi. Let's take a trip and get the Vespas or rent a jet ski. I know the spots that got the best weed. We going next week. I wanna honor you. Rise groom, I'm my father's child. I know when the son takes the first step, the father's proud. If you make it to the water, he'll part the clouds. I know he made you a snack like Oscar Proud. Suffer it to be, so now gotta clean it up. Formalize the union and communion he could trust. I know I ain't leaving you like I know he ain't leaving us. I know we believe in God and I know God believes in us.
You hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy. Do you love the rain? Does it make you dance when you're drunk with your friends at a party? What's your favorite song? Does it make you smile? Do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweet heart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. Do you miss the road that you grew up on? Did you get your middle name from your grandma? When you think about you forever now, do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Oh, want the good and the bad, everything in between. Oh, that'll cure my curiosity. Oh yeah, I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Yeah. And I'm
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me. This all and nothing really got away. You're driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under in this time I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your soul till I come back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. But now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bryan High School for the Image Pro Holiday Classic here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Malanga, and joining me is Brian Arnold, and we are doing all 4 varsity games of this tournament. And game number 1 features a Battle of the Panthers in Stryker and Paulding. Coach?
Yep, this should be a great game. One thing we talked, Paulding's a really good team. They're off to a fast start at 8-1 on the year. Stryker's only been able to play 2 ball games, 1-1 right now, but that's a good, strong program. Always a fun one between these two.
You know, I was looking at some of the research before this tournament started, and the stat that really stuck out to me is the fact that the teams are 22-2 combined this year for their games, which is unbelievable.
It is. So you've got 4 really good programs that are having good years this year. We've been doing the Holiday Classic now for 18 years. There's been a good mix of teams. I would say from my time as athletic director and now as a parent having kids that played it, these 4 have been the most consistent. We've seen these guys a bunch, and this is as good as the competition's been in any year that I can remember.
All right, we're going to take our first time out of the night here on the Bryan Ford Lincoln pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk more about these 2 teams. You're watching the Holiday Classic on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Stryker and Paulding here. Game number 1 of the Holiday Classic. Chris Malenga and Bryan Arnold. And we mentioned before we went into break, the combined record of the 4 teams tonight is 22-2. And these 2 teams, both very different in the number of games they've played. Paulding is 8-1 on the year. And Stryker, this is just game number 3 for them with some COVID issues.
It's got to feel strange. I mean, to say it nicely, but that's the way this year's been. Everything feels strange. So you've got a team coming in with 9 games, a team coming in looking to play their 3rd. You know, if anything, the Stryker kids have to be just happy and excited to be on the floor and get another ball game in.
Absolutely. Stryker opened with a 38-33 Buckeye Border Conference win at North Central on December 4th, and then they lost to Montpelier 51-36 on December 18th. You're looking at Stryker, you're looking at Sage Woolis and Alexia Wickerham as the 2 kind of leaders of the point. Woolis averages 12.5 points per game. Wickerham chips in 10.5, and Paulding is 8-1. They won their first 7 games in a row, and then they fell to Holgate back on December 15th. And Holgate, that team is a good team, and and whenever you play Holgate, it's a low-scoring game because that game was only 31-27.
Something about basketball in Holgate, and you know you're going to be watching some paint dry. The Bryan girls played at Holgate earlier in the year and had a nice big win, but it was one of the lower outputs of the year. Offensively and defensively because of the pace. So I'm sure Paulding would like to have that one back, but it's non-league. It didn't hurt them. I'm sure they learned some things from it.
Absolutely. Paulding is averaging 57.7 points per game, and they're allowing 40.9. 6 of their wins came by double digits, which is a interesting stat as well. They're not just beating teams; they're really beating teams.
They put some points on the board. I looked for some tempo. They probably got some nice shooters. We were talking before about Sadie Estel, their post player, a nice lefty that scored a bunch of points and was all tournament last year in this. So looking forward to seeing the Parrott girl, how she plays outside, and then Sadie Estel back again in the post.
We'll take a look at the starting lineups now. Starting for Stryker, it's going to be a 5'4 sophomore, number 3, Sage Woolis, a 5'3 sophomore, number 11, Gabriella Ramon, a 5'4 senior, number 12, Kinsey Myers, a 5'5 sophomore, number 20, Alexa Wickerham, and a 5'4 junior, Mallory Blevins, number 23. For Paulding on the other side, a 5'8 senior, number 2, Jalen Parrott, a 5'5 junior, Janae Peace, number 11, a 5'8 senior, Leah Egner, a 5'8 senior, Maggie Manns, and a 6-foot senior, Sadie Estel, who we believe was on the all-tournament team last year. Both of us kind of remember that.
Well, we're going to trust ourselves. We're not any younger than what we were, but I think we're right.
All right, we are going to get ready for this one. We will step away and be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it's Stryker and Paulding here, game number 1 of the Holiday Classic here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU. Chris Malanga and Bryan Arnold bringing you this one. Excited to have you here for this game, and I'm going to give you the officials here in just a second because I got a picture of them. Two teams, both Panthers, both tough teams, and we'll see how they do here. Stryker just starting its 3rd game of the year due to COVID. Paulding will come down with it. Parrott will have it. Egner now with it on the right wing. Egner will go inside to Estel. Estel will turn, put up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down and then stripped away by Sage Willis. And Stryker's running the other way. Willis will bring it down left side. Now she'll run baseline, then dish off back around the horn. And now to Wickerham. Wickerham will give back over to Blevins. And now back over in the corner. They're trying to find Gabrielle Raymond underneath, and she was unable to get it and knocked it away.
Both teams out in some aggressive man-to-man to start. You see what Paulding wanted to do right away, getting Sadie Estel isolated on the post. Just couldn't finish.
Stryker has it now. Sage Willis here on the left side. She'll dish to Myers. Myers will go cross court. Shot in the air is no good. Rebound will come down, this time to Jenna Peace from Paulding, and she'll run it the other way. Egner will now come into the middle of the key, put up a shot with the right hand, and it falls, and it's 2-0 Paulding here on the main stop scoreboard. 7:15 and counting first quarter. Paulding will try some press. It's broken up by Willis. Willis will dish out. 3-ball in the air now, and that is good by Alexia Wickerham, and it's 3-2 Stryker.
Nice looking shot there from the sophomore.
Nice heads-up play by Willis to find her and dish it out. Stryker with, or Paulding with it, Egner with it in the lane. She'll dish back out to Peace, top of the key, and Peace will reset. She's got Mans on the left-hand side, but she'll give to Estel. Estel trying to switch it back. Then they'll give back over to Egner. Egner will dribble drive and then back out to Parrott. Parrott cross courts over to Estel. Estel will give over to Egner. Now back over to Parrott. Parrott will look baseline. She comes baseline, cross court all the way. Shot in the air, no good. That is Peace that took that one. She goes in and gets her own rebound, though. Working on the baseline against Gabrielle Roman. She'll go around her, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes in by Sadie Estel. Estel with the rebound and the putback.
Nice job on the offensive glass there by Paulding, sticking after it. Impressed early on with Stryker. They're a little undersized. They got 3 sophomores in the starting lineup. They're doing a great job of keeping Paulding in front of them.
Stryker comes all the way back. Wickerham puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Estel. She'll lose it, and it's loose on the floor, and Wickerham will pick it up. Estel had the rebound but couldn't control it, and now we're going to get a foul on Paulding. I think that's going to be on Jalen Parrott. It is. That'll be her first, team first. 5:47 to play. Stryker is trailing this one 4-3. So Stryker will inbound on the far baseline from us. Myers with it. She'll give in to Willis. Willis, another open look for Stryker. That was Wickerham again. Rebound comes down to Roman. And it's going to be a jump ball, and that'll stay here. Our officials, meanwhile, Austin Cape, Dusty Hugg, and Kyle Miller.
Stryker being really aggressive when the ball comes down, not giving up after Paulding gets a defensive rebound. They're trying to get after everything.
That was just a big turnover. She was looking over there for Sage Willis and unable to find her. And Paulding will take over.
A little miscommunication.
Yep. They lead 4-3. Peace will bring it up. Peace will go left side. Over to Egner. Egner will give to Estel at the top of the key. Estel back over to Peace. Right side. Underneath. Shot up. No good. That was Egner, but coming in to get the rebound. Estel, and now a three ball by Parrott is no good. Again, Peace gets the rebound. She'll go baseline again. Give to Estel. Estel draws two defenders and then will dish over. Now top of the key. Egner will launch a three, and it rattles in and out. Estel, strong rebound, up and in. Wow, Sadie Estel.
She's going to be a handful. I think.
She is definitely going to be a handful.
She's doing a great job being active on the offensive boards. Egner's three was down. I think it might have touched the net and came back out.
Paulding is on the full court press.
They had her right where they wanted for the trap. Nice pressure by Paulding.
Stryker able to break it though. Wickerham will bring it up. And Wickerham will get it knocked away. She was looking to pass and Parrott knocks it out of bounds. She was looking for Gabriella Raymond. Checking into the game, Caitlin Myers for Stryker. And also in Claire Schweller for Paulding.
I think Caitlin's going to draw the guard Sadie Estel and get her off the boards for us task for the Stryker Panthers.
Raymond with it. She'll go right side, gets it poked away, goes after it. Ramon tries to go into the middle of the key. It gets knocked away, stolen away. Peace will have it, going all the way herself. Up and good with the layup. That makes it 8-3. Paulding here early on. Stryker again in that, trying to break that press. They do get it open to Myers. Myers will go drive baseline, looking for help. Gives out to Myers, who launches a three. No good. Got two Myers on the court right now. Got to be aware of that. And quickly, Egner will steal it away and put it up and good. 10-3.
We're seeing where Paulding gets their 80-point outputs out of some nights. They do like to push tempo. There's some girls who can really run the floor.
Sage Willis misses the shot, was looking for the foul. It goes the other way though. Egner with it again, stops, pops, good, no good. And Sadie Estel's going to get a foul on the rebound. She knew it as soon as she went for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they brought Myers in to do. Get a body on her, keep her off the boards.
So it'll be Stryker ball. Estel draws foul, picks up foul number one. That'll be team foul number two. And again, Stryker in that full court offense because Paulding is trying to press here. They're in like a full court zone.
Yeah, like a diamond in one, bringing that kind of three-quarter court diamond in one, and it's giving them a lot of fits.
And they knock it away there. Wickerham was looking for Willis, and it's away. 10-3, Paulding on top of Stryker here on the main stop scoreboard. 3:24 first quarter.
Three early turnovers. You're looking a little bit at, we've got some youth on the floor for Stryker, and I think Paulding's trying to take advantage of that.
Peace will bring it up and go sideline to Schweller. Schweller will go baseline, working against Sage Willis. Now back out. Peace, top of the key, looks to drive in, then she dishes off to the left-hand side. And now Stryker getting very active on the defensive end. Schweller looking to go on the right side, backs out, then goes underneath, and it's knocked away and is off of Stryker. Nice defense there by Caitlin Myers. Checking into the game is going to be Mallory Blevins again. So Myers has come in and done exactly what you said, worked on Estel.
Now you see a little 2-3 against the out-of-bounds play here by Stryker.
Mans will have it. Three ball now to Egner, launches it, it's good, 13-3. And a 10-point lead now for Paulding.
really hot start for Egner. She has not been shy, and she's got 7 already.
Absolutely. Stryker gets it over Willis. Double team. She'll go left-hand side. She'll go through the key. Willis standing there, blocked shot. Egner will have it on the deflection. She'll go all the way. She gets knocked down, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Caitlin Myers, the 5'5" sophomore. Checking into the game for Paulding is Jalen Parrott. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout. So 13-3, Paulding leads this one. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 13-3. Paulding leads Stryker here with 2:29 remaining first quarter. Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold. And Arnie, a fast start for Paulding.
Yeah, exactly what they want. They want to push tempo. They've already forced 3 quick turnovers from Stryker. Lee Egner's been really good. They've run the floor well. She's knocked down a 3, got 7 quick points. So I think things are working exactly like what the Paulding Panthers were hoping this would start as.
They will get the ball out of bounds after the foul from Caitlin Myers. And inbound, Parrott will give to Schweller. Schweller will go across that timeline, heads to left and then goes to the right, puts up a shot. It is blocked and then dishes out to Parrott. She gets her own rebound, dishes to Parrott. Parrott launches a 3.
Jalen Parrott. Contact there on the drive, but I've thought that a couple of times.
Shot is up and good for Caitlin Myers, and Stryker's drought is over. 16-5, 2:04 remaining first quarter. Turnover for Paulding as Parrott couldn't handle the pressure and threw it away. Sage Willis comes up with it and will drive. Willis will give back to Myers, Caitlin Myers. Caitlin will try to drive the lane. Stops, looks for some help. Out to Willis. Willis launches a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Gabriela Ramon. Ramon will give to Myers. Myers will launch a shot up and good. So after the timeout, a quick little 4-0 run for Stryker makes it 16-7 with 1:33 and counting first quarter.
Good timeout there by Coach Varner. Got the girls' legs underneath them a little bit, got them settled down. Need a good 90 seconds here to finish the quarter, cut this gap down a little bit more.
Egner will have it underneath to Estel. Estel puts up a shot, no good, gets her own rebound, no good again. That time Sage Willis cleans up the glass and will head the other way. Willis running right side. She'll go baseline. Then back out to Myers. Now top of the key to Ramon. Ramon over to Mallory Blevins, then back out to Myers. Myers, then over to Sage Willis. Willis on the wing. Knocked away, but getting it is Ramon. Now Ramon has it top of the key. Screen set by Blevins. Ramon will go baseline, go into the key, put up a shot, no good. Rebound will come down to Paulding, and they're running it again. Sadie Estel down there, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Caitlin Myers. So they had the breakaway there, just couldn't get a shot.
The lefty did a nice job of going to her right hand, just couldn't finish. She's had a couple of point blank here the last couple possessions.
All right, Stryker looking for the last shot of the quarter. Here's Mallory Blevins, then over to Kinsey Myers. Myers will give over to Caitlin Myers. Now back over to Sage Willis. Willis working through that middle circle, 10 seconds to go. Willis dishes off to Ramon. Ramon needs to turn. Somebody needs to put up a shot. Willis with a 3 in the air. Got it! And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. So the Paulding Panthers lead Stryker 16-10 at the end of the first quarter. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the 4-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Bryan Arnold. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. Happy holidays. It's game number 1 of the Holiday Classic. It is Stryker and Paulding leading this one 16-10. But Stryker ended that quarter with a 7-0 run, Bryan.
Those were big buckets for them because they were teetering just a little bit, and Paulding had them where they wanted. That was a great answer, got themselves back in the ball game.
Paulding gets the inbound to start the second quarter. Schweller has it and will give over to Parrott. Parrott comes inside and back out.
Nice defense by Willis there to keep her out of the paint.
Schweller puts off an off-balance shot. That's up and good. That was a great shot with a lot of pressure on her.
Yeah, pretty good defense. You know, force somebody to take a shot like that right there. You can't be unhappy if you're Coach Varner. That she just knocked it down.
Willis breaks the press, comes straight through the key, puts up a shot and misses, and then tries to go for the rebound. I tell you what, I don't know how she got around on defense.
No, that was kind of like a cone drill. She just dribbled right through everything. Showed a great burst.
Absolutely. Gabriella Ramon will come in. Actually, she will not come in. And she will come in.
I'm not sure what happened there. She started out, and they called her back. And
Mallory Blevins will sit down for Stryker, so Stryker will bring it up. Janae Peace will have it working against Myers. Left wing, now over to Jalen Parrott. Parrott will look to go baseline, then they'll feed underneath. Shot up is no good. That's Olivia Bakley. And we're gonna get a foul. That's going to be on Kinsey Myers. That'll be her first, team third. And that'll put Bakel at the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good.
Nice shot.
Bakel
in there
gets number 1.
Giving Estel a break.
Next one for Bakel is coming. That is no good. Rebound will come down. Stryker, nope, stolen away, and that's up and good for Leah Agner.
Right place at the right time for that one.
Absolutely, so now it's 21-10. A 5-0 run here to start the quarter for Paulding. Willis will go left side. Tough D on her. Wickerham launches a 3, top of the key, no good. Rebound will come in and be picked up. Willis finally gets it. Caitlin Myers got the initial rebound. Willis got it and then put up the shot and was fouled. Foul will be on Paulding's Leah Agner. That'll be her first, team second.
Yep,
and
sorry, go ahead.
That'll put Myers the line to shoot 2. Or Willis with the line to shoot 2.
I've been impressed early on here at how aggressive Stryker's been. Being outsized, they are not going to get out physical. They're not going to get out hustled. Every time a ball goes up and then comes out, they're all over people. You know, they remind me of some of the really good high-pressure teams that are just not going to give you a second to breathe.
That one is good, so we've got a 10-point lead at 21-11. Quickly, Paulding gets it the other way. Claire Schweller caught a pass from Jalen Parrott and has to dish back out. Bakel with it. She'll put it underneath to Willis, who puts it up and good, or Estel puts it up and good.
She's gotten it deep down there a couple of times. She has just 6 points. Stryker's probably lucky that's all the damage she's done so far. She gets down that deep, it's tough to stop her.
Stryker breaks that press. They got it all the way into the key and then backed it back out. Ramon on the baseline will give back over to Wickerham. Wickerham will now cross court it over to Blevins. Now back to Willis. Willis works around a screen, gives over to Blevins again on the left, the right wing rather. Now back left side to Ramon. Ramon being defended out there by Bakel. Now back out, Willis. Head fake, then gives over and will get knocked out of bounds. She was looking for Kinsey Myers, and I think just a miscommunication there.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. It does look like it's their third game every now and then.
Maggie Manns will check in for Paulding.
And they've got some sophomores, got some youngsters out there too. They're just going to keep getting better.
23-11, 6:06 to play, and we're going to get a foul.
We're going to get
offensive foul. See if that's going to be on Estel or not. Nope, it's going to be on Parrott. The 5'8" senior will pick up number 2. So Stryker will inbound with Myers.
Yeah,
And we're going to get a timeout? No.
No, just a sub.
Just
And
a
they're
sub.
coming out of their press. They need to get paired out. Picked up her second foul there and going to have to protect her for a little bit.
Willis will bring it up. Now give over to Myers. Myers will cross that timeline, then head to her left. Bounce pass over to Ramon. Now to Willis on the left wing. Willis will drive baseline. And she'll keep it herself, then dish back out to Wickerham. Wickerham will look to go, and now Willis will try again. Willis loses the basketball. Blevins will pick it up, and they'll reset with Ramon. Ramon now left wing over to Willis. Now they'll rotate it around to Wickerham. Wickerham looks to go baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Sadie Estel kind of in the paint there, kind of deflected that. Down, Egner with it now. She'll go into the key, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Estel, who puts it up and in.
Well, we've got Sadie Estel for 7 rebounds already, and she's just been a handful. Tough for them to stop down there.
She's on the scoreboard at 6 points. Willis will now go right side for Stryker. 5:11 to play, 25-11. Paulding, they almost got another one there, another turnover forced.
Great help defense. If you're going to gamble like that outside the three-point line, you've got to have teammates aware, and they did a nice job of picking up the slack.
Baseline for Myers. Myers will dish over to Willis, right wing. Willis will launch a three. Nice move there. She went baseline, couldn't find anybody, couldn't find anything, and went over to Willis.
And Willis did a great job of getting her feet set, getting that shot up.
Looking to go for a tie-up for Janae Peace the other way, but she was fouled. And that'll be called on Mallory Blevins. That'll be her first. She will sit down. Paulding also subs. Peace will get it to the right wing here. Egner will have it. She'll go towards the baseline, then dish under to Estel. Estel will turn, make a move, no good. Missed the shot, and she didn't even contest that rebound. That was odd.
That was.
I wonder if she thought she made it.
I got a little frustration from missing the shot, and she took off in a hurry.
Kinsey Myers will launch a three. It's no good. Paulding will go the other way with it quickly. Janae Peace. Peace, right wing, will cross-court it over top of the key to Parrott. Now back over to Peace. Peace will go baseline, put up a shot, no good. She'll get her own rebound, put up a shot from the left side, no good. And that time, Gabriela Ramon is able to go in and do it. So Peace tried a couple of shots down there, didn't make either of them from pretty close to the basket.
Now, Coach is going to be pretty upset. Paulding's left a lot of points on the floor. Missed a lot of chippies so far in this first half.
Ramon looks to go underneath. Shot up and good by Ramon. She initially missed that. She had turned her back to the ball, and they were trying to get it to her. It ricocheted off her, and then she turned around and grabbed it. So
I'm not sure that's exactly what Coach Varner drew up, but she'll take the end result.
Shot up and good by Peace. She just came in and made a good move against the Stryker defense, and it's 27-16.
Last time she decided she's going to make a tough one.
Yep. Willis will come in, put up a shot, no good. Rebound is picked up by Myers, who puts it up and in. So Myers with some points off the rebound, and Paulding will come the other way quickly. Egner will lose it off her foot, and it will go to Stryker. This is a fast-paced basketball game right now.
Up and down. I like to watch this. The guards are pushing. That's good for Stryker. Stryker doesn't have much of an inside presence offensively, and they've struggled a little bit defensively in there, so they like the pace. Paulding doesn't seem to be real against it either. They like to run.
Definitely not a Holgate basketball game, huh?
No, thank goodness. It's a little bit more what it's supposed to look like in basketball. Put some points on the board, get some shots up.
Willis will launch a three, no good. Rebound is tipped around, and it'll go off the hands of Paulding, and it'll stay here with Stryker. Maggie Mans was going in to get that one. It just went off her hands.
Again, just good activity after the basketball. Stryker doesn't give up on anything.
Ramon will inbound baseline to Willis. Willis launches a three all by herself, no good. Rebound comes down, and that's going to be Mans that'll get it. And they'll bring it up quickly with Peace. Peace gives back to Mans. Mans will launch a three of her own, no good. Rebound knocked around. Sadie Estel finally comes down with it, no good. And we're going to get a foul the other way. And I think that's going to be on Paulding.
Nice check out there by the Stryker Panther. Got pushed in the back.
That foul is going to be on, I believe that's going to be on Janae Peace. But I didn't see it signal. I don't know.
Not getting much help on the scoreboard either, so we'll go with that.
I think it's Peace. Stryker goes the other way. Myers with it. Looks to drive, then back out to Ramon. Ramon has a girl curling, ends up going herself, back out to Wickerham. Wickerham looks to drive through the lane. Bounce pass over to Caitlin Myers. Caitlin Myers will go left side. She's got Woolis, but she goes herself, puts it up high glass, no good. Rebound will come down the other way to Paulding. Egner will just run it. Egner puts up a shot, left hand, no good. Rebound will come down to Paulding. This is Backel, and Backel on the baseline will get held. Actually, that wasn't Backel, that was Carly Kukic. So that'll be 21. That'll be on Caitlin Myers. That'll be her first, team fourth. Paulding inbounds, and Stryker just steals it away. Myers is in the right place at the right time. Now they're running. Wickerham, layup good. Boy, that was some good D.
Take. Yep, great steal, then got in transition. She just put her head down, wasn't going to be denied.
Pease will go baseline now, put up a shot, no good, counted, and it was good. It rattled in, and she gets the foul. That's going to be on Caitlin Myers. That'll be her second now, team fifth. Levens will check back in, and sitting down will be Myers.
Really strong move. That's twice she's been able to get free on her right hand to get to the basket. Finished the last two, this time getting a free throw out of it.
Peace will go up this time. First one is up and good. And we're going to get a full timeout from Coach Connor Varner of the Stryker Panthers. It's 30-20, and Paulding leading this one back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us. They're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
I will earn a bachelor's degree, and I'm doing the bachelor's bound transfer pathway at Northwest State. I'm saving thousands on tuition while getting a great education.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Paulding has opened up a 10-point lead over Stryker, 30-20. I think Stryker got it within four or five, but now it's up to 10 again with 1:43 remaining first half. You're Connor Varner taking that full timeout, Brian Arnold. What are you telling the team?
Well, I think for her, she's telling them to keep being aggressive on the offensive end. They've done a nice job down there, and they're getting better on the boards. They're being super aggressive, getting after it. They've got to take care of the basketball.
Sage Willis will bring the ball up. Paulding has set up in their defense, not a full court press. Willis working against Maggie Manns. Wickerham has it now. Wickerham on the right-hand side. She'll go left side, and she will find Mallory Blevins. Blevins will get back to Willis. Willis looks to drive right side, puts it up and in. Just like they drew it up.
Good, strong move out of the sophomore right there. Nice elevation to finish also. Really nice athlete.
Egner will come the other way. Ball is loose, and it's touched. Ooh, it looked like it got touched on the way out by Michaela Sufel, but they say no.
She was thinking about it, changed her mind at the last second. Nice crossover move by Egner at the elbow. Good hands by Stryker to knock it away.
Manns will inbound. She gets to Egner. Egner now top of the key to Sufel. Back to the three, no good. That's Manns who had that. And now back over to Ankney. Paulding using a ton of players.
Yeah, they've been using a lot of girls. I was thinking the same thing. That could have been a little bit of the full timeout from Stryker the last time down too. Just get a break because their bench isn't nearly as deep. Nice look.
Schweller over to Sufel who puts it up and in. That was a nice look. Stryker very patient, or Paulding very patient there. Stryker brings it the other way with Willis.
That was a good job by Sufel too of stepping into that open spot, seeing that that was available to her.
Wickerham put up the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound up and good. 32-24 on the main stop scoreboard. Under 20 seconds to play. Paulding's running. Schweller with the basketball. We'll give over to Manns, now top of the key, and we're going to get the scoreboard went out.
We lost our scoreboard.
Lost the scoreboard, and so we're going to, Where there's the time, and it's going to roll back out. It was about, I think there was about 14 seconds there.
Well, Dusty Hug, the official on the far side, saw it first, so hopefully as he was checking the time, he's got a good idea of how much should be on there.
I think there was about 14 seconds left when he did that, because as she crossed the timeline, it was 19. So let's see what they're going to correct there. See if I'm right. Let's see. Still trying to get, they're going to give him 20. That was the generous time, because it was 19.
That's giving him a little bit of a cushion.
17.9 is what it should be, according to the crew in the truck.
Yeah. I guess we should have called a review. Nobody threw a red flag.
Nobody threw the challenge flag.
We went with what Dusty Hug thought was best.
Claire Schweller will get it underneath. Paulding, Egner puts up a shot. It is good. Egner off high glass. Stryker is going to need to run 3 seconds. Willis will launch one from half court, no good. And at the end of the first half of play, it is Paulding 34, Stryker 24. Back with some halftime stats after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the athletic wall of fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, halftime here, game number 1 of the Lady Bear Holiday Classic. 34-24, Paulding on top of Stryker in this one. The nightcap tonight will be Bryan and Fairview. Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold with you. And Coach, what did you see from the first quarter or the first half from these two teams?
Well, I think what stands out to me the most is our score right now being at 10 points, and it looked like about halfway through the first quarter, Paulding was going to start to run away. That trap, the 1-2-1-1 trap they were running at a three-quarter court was giving Stryker some fits. Even if they weren't turning the ball over a lot, it was getting them out of rhythm. They weren't making shots. Paulding was starting to get the tempo up. They got that 10-0 lead, and then Coach Varner called a timeout, kind of got them settled down. Paulding came out, hit a shot right away, and then a 7-0 run. It kind of balanced Stryker back out a bit, and then it was kind of shot for shot, stop for stop the whole second quarter, and was some good basketball to watch.
Absolutely, and fast-paced basketball. You have any stats for us?
Yeah, right now leading scorers for both teams on the Paulding side with 34 points at the half. Leading scorer is Leah Egner. She's got 11 points, and she's got 3 rebounds to go with that. Sadie Essel, the big post player for Paulding, would probably like to about double this number. She's been deep a bunch of times, caught the ball. She's got 8 points, and I've got her for 7 rebounds already, and that might be short one somewhere. She's really been active. It's a struggle for Stryker right now with her on the boards. Number 11, Janae Pease, she has 7 points for Paulding. Jalen Parrott's got a 3. Claire Schweller's got a bucket. Michaela Suchel's got a bucket. Olivia Bachel's got a free throw. So they've got, like you said, they've played a lot of girls and they're getting a lot of contribution. On the Stryker side, Sage Willis, the sophomore, has been really good. She's been fun to watch. She's already knocked down a couple of threes. She's got a free throw and another bucket. So she's got 9 points at this point. She's got at least 3 rebounds. She's been all over the place. I've got Gabriel Ramon. She's got 2. Alexia Wickerham, another sophomore, has been good. Nice aggressive player. She's got 7 points. And Caitlin Myers got 6.
There you go.
Stryker doesn't have quite the balance, but they've got some girls that are contributing. Like I said, there's 2 sophomores that are leading them right now coming in or leading them again at the half. So we'll see if that youth can stand up to the pressure of those older, experienced guards from Paulding.
Well, Sage Willis came into the game at 12.5 points per game. Alexia Wickerham, 10.5. And I remember Sage Willis last year as a freshman during this tournament, had a great game, she's a good player. And when you have that youth, it means you're developing a program. And the Stryker program is one that has just been constant, and they don't rebuild a lot. They kind of have that program mentality, and they've just had a great program over the years.
And those girls have watched really good girls programs through the years. They're the ones who say, I want to be the next Connor Varner, and I want to be the next nice player for us. Coach Steve Brown did such a great job with that program for so many years. Connor played for him.
Yep.
Learned the way to do things the right way from Coach Brown, and she's trying to continue that tradition. And like I said, they're young. They started 3 sophomores, but I've been really impressed. And the 2 sophomores that are leading the way for them play high energy, and they're going to be great leaders for this program down the road.
All right, halftime, 34-24. I want to take a moment and thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU. Those sponsors include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Crow Funeral Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veteran Services of Williams County. You are in the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime report. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll preview the second half after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the 4-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Deets Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Deets on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Deets Customs and Collisions.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchase new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the athletic wall of fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network presented by BMU. Third quarter action just getting underway. Paulding leads Stryker 34-24 in the 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic game number 1. We have Bryan and Fairview in game number 2, but this one again is Paulding on top of Stryker 34-24. The winner will play the winner of Bryan Fairview. Thanks for being with us. Stryker will inbound to start the third quarter of play. Blevins with the basketball, and Myers will get it now, and then Wickerham now top of the key back over to Blevins. Blevins working on Sage Willis. She will give back out to Wickerham. Now they'll cross-court it around to Myers. Kinsey Myers will drive baseline, then dish out to Wickerham. Wickerham launches a 3 and buries it. Woo! That was very patient.
Same way she started out the first half to knock down the first 3 she took. Nice and smooth, good shot. See, Paulding is not starting Jalen Parrott here in the second half. Maggie Mans is on for her, so coach is trying to protect her with the 2 fouls. Parrott, that is.
Now over to Egner for the other way. Now back over to Pease. Pease will drive and put it up and in on the runner.
She's been really aggressive. She does not have any problem looking for her shot, and she's doing a nice job getting her shot.
Willis will have it going left side now. Down in the corner to Myers. Myers looking to get it back to Willis. Now she'll dribble across over to Willis on the right-hand side. Willis looking to get it into Ramon. Willis will move herself, put up a shot, no good, gets the rebound, and knocks it right into the hands of Janae Pierce. Coming the other way, Parrott up and good. So Stryker.
Nice look ahead, good run out again. Paulding really likes to push the tempo.
They really do. Willis will have it now for Stryker. Ramon has it over to Blevins. Now back out to Wickerham. Wickerham to Blevins. They're just patient to move it around here as Kinsey Myers has it. Back to Ramon, top of the key. Ramon gives to Mallory Blevins. Now to Willis on the right-hand side down low. She'll go baseline. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Paulding. Estel and Pease were both down there to disrupt her, and Pease comes away with the rebound. Underneath to Estel. Estel puts up an off-balance shot with her left hand and gets it. That makes it 40-27.
Great look, great push. That's the way to run the floor. Nice job rewarding her for running the floor like that. You can see the last time Willis had the ball out here on the right, they know she likes to get the ball to the basket. Estel's eyes are on her. You can see right now at the help side, everybody from Paulding knows where the ball is when Willis has it.
We're going to get a foul on Jalen Parrott, and she was not liking that one.
I was wrong. Coach did start her with her 2 fouls, and she just picked up her 3rd.
All right, she's going to stay in. He was running Claire Schweller in, but now she sits down, and this is kind of dangerous.
Did they signal Parrott for the foul?
I thought they did.
Okay.
Willis with the basketball. They'll go baseline. Wickerham back out to Willis. Willis will go to the top of the key over to Ramon. Ramon will go right side, and she gets knocked to the ground and loses the basketball to Maggie Mans. Mans will send it down to Pease. Pease double teamed. Will find Sadie Estel. Estel will get a wide open Egner, who puts up a shot and good. 42-27, this Paulding team is good. So is Stryker, though.
Paulding just does a nice job offensively. They've got three girls right now that can just, it feels like they can score anytime they want to.
Ramon will give it to Wickerham. Wickerham will go baseline, put up a shot, and count it. All right, this foul, let's see. That's going to be on 20, Maggie Mans. Mans will sit down. Back into the game is Schweller. At the line for Stryker is Wickerham to complete the traditional three-point play and try to make it 42-30. First one is up and good. That is 42-30. And it's 12, and quickly Paulding's running again. Shot up and no good. Sadie Essel will come in and clean it up. That was Schweller who was working against Blevins. Blevins did a good job of blocking that shot, and then the quickly Essel came in to clear it up. And we're gonna get a jump ball called, and that'll go Paulding's way.
Yeah, forcing the turnover there. Nice hands by Pease.
She was very concerned that she was gonna get a foul there.
Yeah. She was worried about what that call was gonna be.
Backel will come back in. Backel will spell Parrott.
Saw a little bit of Michigan State out of Paulding after that made free throw up the floor down the right. They got Evan for a quick look, and then Estel with the hustle play for the rebound and the follow.
Paulding will bring it up. Pease with it. She'll go right side around a screen, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Stryker. That's going to be on.
He's on 20. Alexis Wickerham.
Yep.
Alexia.
All right, so Egner will inbound on the far baseline. Stryker with, well, I don't know. I think it's 2 team fouls to 1 team foul this half, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he called the foul on White.
I don't know who he called it on.
I don't either.
So that's why it's 3 team fouls. That's currently accurate now.
I believe it was on Egner.
He was in the vicinity, and now we're going to get a charge violation on Willis.
We're going to get player control on the screen here on Blevins.
Blevins, okay. Coming into the game, Ramon.
I know there's no such thing as makeup calls. We'll just leave it there.
You think that one was of the Maybelline variety?
I don't know what just happened there. Feels like if we could just take the last 30 seconds, forget about it on tape, and just start again right here, we'll be better off.
Pease will bring it up. Pease will go left side, baseline, put up an awkward shot. Rebound will come down to Ramon, and now they'll go the other way. Willis will just run it. Willis will go left-hand side, tries to go up, but dishes it back out, and Willis now has it left side. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Backel, and Backel looked like she traveled the basketball, but Paulding will run it the other way. Pease goes baseline, then finds Egner in the middle.
Wow.
And Egner missed a close one.
She did. She wants that one back.
Myers for Stryker will get it down.
Pease has made a couple of really good passes this half.
Rebound comes down to Stryker after the missed shot. They find Kinsey Myers in the corner, buries the 3. Well, Stryker's not going away. 44-33. And we got a time.
Hard. They're getting after a lot of 50-50 balls.
Yep.
Right there, Paulding just got lost defensively. No one was with 12 in the corner, Kinsey Myers, and she knocked that down.
All right, so Paulding will get the inbound. Pease will bring it up. Working on Wickerham. She'll go left, feed to Estel. Now get the ball back. Pease puts it up, no good, but will draw the foul. And it's going to be on Gabriella Ramon. That'll be her first.
That is her first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her first.
Pease will go to the line for 2. First one up and good. 45-33 on the main stop scoreboard with 3:08 remaining here, third quarter.
That gets Pease into double digits with 10 points on the evening.
Next one is up and good. Stryker will come the other way. They trail by 13 here. Willis will take her time to bring it up. She'll go left side. Working against Pease, who is very active on the defensive end as well. Wickerham will now back in underneath 3 Paulding Panthers around her, and so she'll dish it back out, and it's knocked away, and we're going to get a foul on Paulding.
Buckle being a little too aggressive, I think. 21. Yeah, right as you said that, with Pease being active on Woolis, she's the one she doubled down when the Stryker player took it to the block. They are real active. They try to get their hands on as many things as they can.
Ramon inbounds to Woolis. Woolis working right side will come in, put up a shot, no good. Rebound crashed, and we're gonna see, they're gonna say it was here, stay here. I think that was off of Claire Schweller. There was a couple of Paulding players and a couple of Stryker players all going at it, and Kyle Miller suggests that it goes to Stryker.
Just stay here, a lot easier.
That's right.
Good hustle there by Woolis too. Kind of a tough shot, she missed everything, but stayed active and knocked it off the Paulding player.
Oh, now she gets a backcourt violation there. Now if Ramon had gone past the line to catch it, she would have been fine, but she straddled that line and just not able to do that.
Feels like she lost her bearings a little bit where she was and didn't realize till it was too late.
Pease will bring it up now. We'll go left. Underneath, Schweller puts up a shot, no good, and Schweller is going to line. I think they're going to get Wickerham on that, but we'll see what the official says. They are going to call it on Wickerham.
Good eyes. Yeah, nice curl cut there. Nice little set play out of the Panthers.
That'll put
from Paulding.
Schweller to the line. Yeah, we got to be careful. Panthers. First one up and good. Schweller, a 5'5" junior. She has 3 on the night. Next one, no good. Rebound will come down to Kinsey Myers from Stryker. She'll go the other way. Quickly, Myers, knocked away. It comes back down to Stryker though. I'll tell you what, Pease again, very active.
She's everywhere.
Wickerham puts up a shot, no good. Rebound will come down to Backel. Backel will go the other way with it. Egner with it will go into the key. Backdoor cut. And the shot is missed by Backel, but that was a backdoor cut. Now they've got two kind of big post players in there between Backel and Estel at the same time. That's something we didn't see much of the first half, and they'll see how it has going forward here. But
yeah, you're
Backel,
right. I don't think they played them together in the first half.
Backel misses the first one.
I thought maybe Egner had missed her. Backel came right away, made a great backdoor cut when Egner penetrated to the middle, found her, and then the foul kind of bailed her out because she was stuck under the hoop.
Next one up is no good either. So they went 0 for 2 down there. Wickerham will come down with it, and Stryker will move down. Under 2 to play here, third quarter. Wickerham takes it herself. Sadie Estel is like a wall down there. Now they get it over left side to Myers. Myers will go baseline, put up a shot, no good, and it will stay here with Stryker.
You can sure see the Paulding philosophy of allowing girls to turn the corner, get to the hoop when they know they have Sadie Estel in there protecting the basket. That's a great weapon to have defensively. It allows you to play good pressure out in the girls' faces, out on the three-point line. If you get beat, you know you've got that help back there, just like this right here.
Willis
had Egner beat, and Estel was able to talk her out of continuing the trip to the basket, turn her around.
Wickerham will give over left side to Ramon. Ramon, nice move, puts up a shot and misses it. Rebound will come down, and it's knocked around, and finally Paulding will come down with it, and now Mans will go the other way. Stop, pop, no good. Rebound to Schweller. Schweller, surrounded by Stryker Panthers, able to get it away. Now Mans has it on the left wing. Now back over to Schweller, now underneath to Estel, underneath, unable to get it. Rebound will come down to Stryker after 2 shots by Estel. Willis will go the other way. Willis takes it herself. Nice move. Shot is missed. And Paulding will bring it down with Schweller. They'll get it down quickly the other end.
The team's gone a little cold on us, but I think they're taking some tough shots.
And now we're going to get a foul, and that might be on Sage Willis. Let's see who they...
12.
Nope, they're going to call that on Kinsey Myers.
So we got 4 Lady Strikers, or Lady Panthers from Stryker with 2 fouls each.
Michaela Sufel will check back in. The 5'5" sophomore will allow Backel to sit down.
And Paulding is going small. Neither one of those post players are in right now.
Inbound is knocked away. They're able to pick it up. Mann's able to do that, and Stryker now sensing a chance to do that, and then knocked
Leah did a little scramble drill there, and Leah's not afraid to put it up.
Nope. I think Stryker thought they were in good position right there, and then all of a sudden that happened.
Yeah, those are frustrating possessions. Got their hands on the ball, played good defense. Ball just ends up in the right place for Paulding.
Wickerham puts up an off-balance shot, gets her own rebound. Will dribble back out over to Woolis. Left side to Kinsey Myers, who launches and buries a three. 50-36 as we're the waning minutes of the third quarter here, under 10 seconds to play. And let's see if Paulding will get a good shot off. No look pass over to Kukuk. Mans will launch a three, no good, and that'll end the third quarter of play with your score. Paulding 50, Stryker 36. 8 more minutes of basketball here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, we are in period number 4 as Paulding leads Stryker 50-36 in game number 1 of the 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic. The winner of this one will get the winner of Bryan and Fairview, which will be coming up about half an hour to 40 minutes after this one ends, depending on how long they can take to sanitize the gym. They did a pretty good job last time.
Unfortunately, they're getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a skill they wanted to be good at, but they do a pretty good job here for sure.
We're talking with Coach Todd Grosjean, and, you know, it's a shame because these teams are all so good to not have this place packed. You know what I mean?
It really would have been some great crowds.
Absolutely. So,
and it is anyway. I'd say even in the years where 1 or 2 of the teams might not be real good, their fans come to this. It's a fun tournament, all local teams. But this year especially with the, what'd you say, 22-2 combined record of the 4 teams, it would have been a good house.
Stryker with the basketball off the quarter break. They feed it underneath and knocked out, and it is going to go off the hands of Stryker's Gabriella Ramon. So Paulding will bring it up the other way. Paulding really doesn't need to score anymore. They just need to move the ball around and waste some time.
Now they're going to want to run good offense every set, make sure that every possession ends with a good look at the hoop.
3 ball in the air and drilled by Maggie Mans.
All right, after we said take your time,
That's right.
Just shoot it and make it.
53-36 now. Sage Willis will bring it the other way.
Maggie just wanted to get on the scoreboard. Just about everyone else for Paulding who's played has scored, I think.
Willis will give it over to Kinsey Myers. She'll go in at the foul line, put up a pass over to Caitlin Myers. Myers will go baseline, put up a shot, no good. And Sadie Estel, again, the person that is giving them trouble underneath. She has it the other way.
In there.
Parrott will throw up a 3, and again is now a 20-point lead, 56-36.
Both teams have really shot the 3 good tonight. I've been impressed. Both teams shoot it pretty well.
They really do. Stryker will look to eat into this lead. They've got Caitlin Myers at the foul line, and it'll dribble off of her foot and go the other direction. And Coach Connor Varner is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 56-36, Paulding leads on the Holiday Classic.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 56-36. Paulding leads Stryker, 6:13 remaining. And, you know, both these teams have shot the ball well, but it definitely it looks like Paulding's defense is going to be something that this game will be known for.
Well, I think they must have had a little conversation at halftime about Sage Willis, because Sage went into the half, had scored 9 points for Stryker, and she's got 9 points through the third quarter. So I think they made her a priority.
Janae Peace will bring it up after the timeout by Connor Varner. Mans with it. Now they'll give to Estel. Estel at the foul line, back out to Mans. Mans will roll to the right. Now to Estel again. She had a streaking Janae Peace, but missed her. Mans will have it. Now they'll feed it underneath. And that is just knocked away. It's stolen by Mallory Blevins. And now Willis will bring it down quickly. Willis over to Myers. Myers loses the basketball, gets it back though. We'll give to Kinsey Myers, now back out to Ramon. And back out to Mallory Blevins. Now up to Sage Willis. Willis at the foul line. Crossover dribble over to Kinsey Myers. Now quick, the other Myers, which is Caitlin Myers, who puts it up and in.
Myers to Myers, good ball movement. Way to spot her.
Quick down, Jalen Parrott puts up a shot. It is blocked. It goes off of Stryker, or off of Paulding rather, and go back to Stryker. Checking back into the game is Wickerham. Sitting down will be Caitlin Myers after the nice shot there. So Kinsey Myers will inbound to Willis. 5:01, the main stop scoreboard showing 56-36. Over to Kinsey Myers. Myers left side will give back out over to Blevins. Now right side to Wickerham. Wickerham will feed underneath to Ramon. Ramon bounce pass over to Blevins. Now 3-ball in the air and good for Kinsey Myers.
She's got 9 all on threes, and she looks really comfortable with her shot out there.
Higher than her average. She averages 7.5 a game. Peace the other way. Underneath to Parrott. Parrott runs into the Stryker defense. And now we're going to shot out, or a fall on the floor for Kinsey Myers. That'll be a foul for Stryker.
Number 3 on Kinsey Myers.
Is that 6 for the team? So we might be shooting
one more in the bonus.
Yep. Underneath to Estel. Estel will turn and fire too hard. Rebound will come down to Myers. Myers is running. Over to Willis. To Ramon. Now back to Wickerham. Wickerham gets stolen away. Willis will pick it up though. Willis will put up a shot with the right hand. No good. Gets her own rebound and will set it back up. Willis.
She is active.
Yep. To Wickerham. Wickerham will go baseline. Try to go baseline and will draw the foul.
He's got her hands on the last one, knocked it loose, but this time she got a little bit of forearm or wrist.
That'll be P's foul, and we're going to get a timeout here, a 30-second timeout for Coach Matt Arellano. Let's thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. As soon as I find my sheet, or they put them up on the screen. Bryan Ford Lincoln, Veteran Services of Williams County, Jason Deach Collisions and Custom, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Northwest State Community College, and Krill Funeral Service. Thank you to all of you for sponsoring the game tonight, and we will have all 4 varsity games of the Holiday Classic after this one. It'll be Bryan and Fairview in the nightcap, and then tomorrow the winner of that one takes on the winner of this one. One thing I wanted to say, Coach, is about the Stryker versus Paulding. Paulding moves really fast down towards the basket on a takeaway, whereas Stryker will move down, but they don't go all the way to the basket. They want to set up an offense, which seems to be a difference to me.
It is. It's a difference in tempo, difference in philosophy once they get into their half-court stuff. I think Paulding would be happy to get quick shots and go, and just go run, and Stryker's looking more to get the shot.
Underneath to Blevins. Blevins will dish back out to Sage Willis. Willis will go baseline against Sadie Estel, and Estel coming right out to the three-point arc to defend her. And
yeah, that's an interesting matchup that they're in right now. Willis needs to take advantage of her being out that far.
Knocked out will stay here. It went off the hands of I think that was Carla Kukic who knocked that away. So Willis will inbound. Wickerham will go right side, put up a shot, and no good. Estel comes away with the rebound, and again, Paulding is racing down. Parrott runs the floor, no good. Rebound comes down to Stryker. Willis will run the other way with it, and she will be held up by Pease. Over to Wickerham, now back over to Myers. Kinsey Myers drives baseline, dishes back out to Ramon. Now to Wickerham. Wickerham to Willis. Willis goes baseline, puts up a shot, hits the deck, but makes the shot. Wanted a foul after that, but 56-43 it is.
Bucket of the second half. She's been shut down pretty good before
nice
that.
Nice move there by Leah Egner. Peace just found her as she went in, and boy.
That's 3 or 4 really nice assists for Peace, and Paulding's had a couple they haven't finished on that would have given her a couple more.
Willis gives out to Ramon. Ramon launches a 3, no good. Blevins with it and knocks it away. It goes off the hands of Maggie Mans. Checking into the game is Claire Schweller. So Schweller and Parrott are out there, as are Egner, Pease, and Estel for the Panthers of Paulding. 2:18 and counting here, fourth quarter. 53-48 on the main stop scoreboard. Paulding leads. Wickerham with it. Loses the basketball, gets it back. Then they'll give out to Willis. Willis launches a 3. No good. Rebound knocked around. And finally comes down to Paulding. Nice move there by Peace to bring it down. Shot up is good to Parrott. And again, another good assist.
Off of the rebound, push, had her eyes up the whole time.
So minute 53 remaining here, fourth quarter. We're going to take a timeout with Stryker as they trail Paulding 60-43.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Stryker has it out of the timeout. They trail by 17, and a steal by Janae Peace, who will put it up herself and miss the shot, but she will draw a foul from Alexa Wickerham. And that'll be the 7th team foul for Stryker, but 2 shots here for Peace.
Yeah, just 2 on Wickerham. Really, Kinsey Myers is the only one for Stryker. When foul trouble, she has 3. There's a few other girls with 2. Jalen Parrott still has her 3 for Paulding. So foul trouble is pretty much a moot point this late in the game.
First one is up by Peace. How many points does she have already?
I don't know, she's at 12. She's 5 for 5 from the line. 6 for 6
Wow.
from the line tonight. Really played a nice ball game. 5 rebounds, probably as many assists.
Minute 37 and counting here, 62-43. Paulding leads this one. And Stryker looks like they're going to be in that consolation game tomorrow night unless some miracle happens.
Take a miracle right here, yeah.
And it will be an interesting game because they're going to get the winner of the loser of Bryan Fairview tonight. Those 2 teams are both real good, so Stryker might have his hands full again.
Won't get any easier, but I like the way these kids play.
Absolutely.
They play hard. They're going to look forward to playing the game. They're not going to sit around and worry about who the opponent is. They're going to want to play.
Willis will launch a 3 from the right side. That is up and good. Sage Willis, as a sophomore, is just a complete player. And the other
Paulding
side
has done that a number of times tonight off made baskets. They've also made free
Yep.
throw, made baskets. They've made hoops in transition.
Egner with it. Willis now underneath. Over to Myers. Kinsey will launch a three and get it. Whoa. Three-point contest happening out here.
Four
And
three-pointers for Kinsey Myers. Give her 12 points right now.
Strikers, or not Stryker, but Paulding's going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. And again, the second game tonight, Bryan, Fairview, both undefeated. Bryan is 1-0 in the NWAL. Also, Fairview 1-0 in the GMC. And you know, we've seen this team several years now. And Coach Zedike was going to have his girls ready to play tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a game that I think Fairview probably has circled on the calendar. They've been able to stack some really nice classes together in the high school. They got a chance now with these seniors to set the tone, and their sophomore and freshman class are really, really strong classes. So they've got a chance now to make a little bit of a run. And he's got a good mix of sophomores, good mix of seniors. He's got kids from every class that are contributing. So, you know, they've got some good things started there at Fairview, and they really would like to beat Bryan tonight.
Last year, Fairview lost in the championship game to the Golden Bears, so I'm sure they'd like to avenge that. Stryker on the defensive end. Sadie Estel here puts up a shot, no good. I think that's probably going to be on Caitlin Myers. We'll see what the call is. Nope.
Yeah, they got Willis on the help, a little bit of a reach on the shot. She's just trying to double down, got there a little late.
That'll put Sadie Estel on the line. Estel, first one is up and rattles, no good.
It's her first trip to the line tonight. She's got 12, and I'm gonna sound probably, I'm sure her family will tell her the same thing after the game. So, coach, she's got 12, she could have 20. But
next one.
She'll be more happy with the outcome of the game than worried about her own stuff, I'm sure.
No good. Stryker will run the other way, under 30 seconds to play. Shot is up and good by Alexa Wickerham, who just ran the floor. Nice little runner, and quickly Stryker's playing good D, and stolen away. Sage Willis will put up a shot and draw the foul. That's going to definitely be on Leah Egner. So Egner will get the foul, and that'll put Sage Willis to the line.
And Coach Varner's really got to like that. 20 seconds left. They're down by 13. There aren't any 13-pointers in the playbook, but her girls are still playing hard, trapping the ball, get a steal, draw the contact, get the free throw line, doing everything that you want to see them do that's going to make a difference in January and February and as they go through BBC action.
And remember, this is only the third game for Stryker, as they were hit early with some COVID issues, and they played North Central and Montpelier in their two games. They lost to Montpelier. Stryker continuing to press as we go on about to the 10-second mark. Underneath, shot is missed. Rebound comes down to Stryker. Backing up, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Stryker. This time Myers will have it, and they will get it. 3 seconds. Shot missed, no good. And that'll end the ball game. Game number 1 of the Lady Bears Holiday Classic goes to Paulding by a score of 64-51. We will take a timeout and come back, talk about this one, get you ready for game number 2 after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network, presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
After this. Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. You know, back in the old days, I used to get a countdown. Now it's like, you're on.
Hot mic.
64-51, Paulding wins game number 1 of the varsity 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic. And, you know, Paulding 8-0 on the season, now 9-1 on the season. Stryker will fall to 1-2. You got some stats for us?
I do. I tell you, one of the things I've just put together that I was pretty impressed with the way both teams played defensively. Only 10 turnovers for Stryker and 9 for Paulding. I think for as much as they both turned up the defensive intensity, that both teams did a nice job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they really did.
On the winning side for Paulding, they had 4 girls in double digits, led by Leah Egner. She had 20 to go along with 5 rebounds. She had 2 3-pointers tonight. She really played a nice game. Behind her was Janae Pease. I think we were both really impressed with the way Janae played. She had 13 tonight. She had 5 rebounds. She probably had just as many assists. Jalen Parrott had 10. She had 2 threes. Sadie Essel had 12, and I had her for 11 rebounds. So she had a double-double tonight. And then also on the scoreboard, Claire Schweller had 3. Michaela Sufel had 2, Maggie Mance had 3, and Olivia Backel had 1. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls score tonight. And I think that was a big part of it too. They've got a lot of options.
They really
On the Stryker side, you had 3 girls in double digits. The 2 sophomores led the way like their averages showed coming in. You had Alexia Wickerham who led the way with 15 points for the Lady Panthers. Sage Woolis had 14 points for Stryker. And senior Kinsey Myers had 12. All 12 of hers on 4 made 3-pointers. Caitlin Myers added 8 points, and Gabriella Ramon added 2 points. So a total of 51 for Stryker, 64 for Paulding, and what was a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you can tell that Stryker had just not played very many games. You could see some of the little things that may have been, you know, you work those things out after you haven't played very much, and you know, you can tell that Paulding had a bunch more experience, you know, for the season at least.
Right. I think you're going to see Stryker's going to cause people a lot of trouble. The way they play with that defensive intensity, and I know we said it over and over again, you really didn't know what the score was based on their effort. They could have been up by 20, down by 20. I think they're going to be the kind of team that's going to play you baseline to baseline, sideline to sideline, regardless of the situation. They're going to play hard. You know, you're going to have to take care of the basketball. You're going to have to defend in the half court. You know, they showed it tonight. They got 3 girls that can score it pretty good. So, you know, you're going to have to make sure you defend those 3.
So Paulding will head into the championship game tomorrow night at about 6:30. Stryker will go into the consolation game playing at about 5 o'clock. So we're going to take a timeout for a couple minutes, and when we come back, we will preview game number 2, Bryan Fairview. Thanks for watching this one on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me, 'cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear No, it's not a good look and some self-control. Deep down I know this never works, but you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love.
Out at Bryan High School, game number 2 of the 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic, sponsored by Image Pro Group, Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold. Game number 2 is Bryan and Fairview, and these two teams know each other well, Coach, and it's going to be a battle tonight.
It is. You know each other by reputation. Some of these girls know each other by they've played sports with each other and against each other since they were old enough to play sports. A lot of these Fairview girls have come over and play in our soccer leagues. They played rec, softball, and basketball, and everything against each other, volleyball, you name it. These girls are real familiar with one another. The coaches are familiar, the communities know each other, so that's what makes a game like this so much fun. Fairview is going to be led by Carrie Vidike, who is averaging 13.1 points per game, and Kirsten Klein at 12.7 points per game. They are undefeated on the season, and they have beaten Delta, which when I talked to Coach Todd Grosjean, that kind of got his attention. Especially the way they beat him. That was a big double-digit win. I think, like the Lady Bears have won every game by double digits. Fairview's won every game but one by double digits. The Bryan Lady Bears were picked to win the league with Delta and Wauseon right behind them, and Fairview's already knocked off both Wauseon and Delta. So, you know, Fairview's got some good wins on their resume already, and they should be playing with a lot of confidence. Well, I had a chance to talk to both coaches, Coach Russ Vidike and Coach Todd Grosjean. We are in the Bryan Ford Lincoln pregame show. Why don't we run those interviews and be back with more in the starting lineup after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the athletic wall of fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Welcome back on the Golden Bear Sports Network Holiday Classic. Chris Malenga alongside Coach Russell Zedike of the Central Local, the Fairview Apaches. And Coach, last year you lost Riley Mueller, Taylor King, and Kendall Baker, but you've got a good, solid team back this year.
Yeah, we have like 3 or 4 starters back from last year. So we got a lot of good experience back, and then we got some youth back too to help continue to build the program, hopefully.
Have you had any issues with COVID? I mean, obviously it's been a different world as far as practicing and things have gone, but how has it been with you guys?
Yeah, it's we had the first few weeks we had 4 girls quarantine. So we had to play the first week there. We had 2 games where we had 5 varsity players and 6 JV players. But we got through that week and then had everybody back the next week. And so far we've been lucky. We haven't had any more problems.
That's good. Now you've started the season 7-0. Most of your wins have been by double digits, only allowing 36 points per game. What is the key? Like, what is the key to that strong start you've had?
Well, I think only allowing that many points. I think just our defense. We work on defense quite a bit, and getting the girls to understand what we want to do defensively, and they're doing a good job of it. You know, they've been, like you say, most of them are returners from last year, so they know what we want to do, and they're doing a good job of putting that into play when we go into games.
The Holiday Classic is always good basketball, but this year the 4 teams are combined 22-2, and so definitely some good teams out there this year.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough. It makes it exciting. I mean, you go into it, and that's what you want to do is play good teams, and we obviously are going to play a really good team tonight with Bryan, and then no matter what happens tonight, we're going to have to turn around and play a good team again tomorrow. So that gives you something to look forward to and gets you excited, and that's the kind of teams you want to play and games you want to be in.
Bryan is 6-0 on the season to start. What do you see from them? How are you going to have to play the Lady Bears?
Well, I mean, they're a tough matchup. They can, they got shooters. All their girls can shoot outside. Then they got 2 nice big girls inside with the Seamer and Miley, and so they're going to be a tough matchup for you. If you take away everything inside, they're going to hurt you on the outside, and if you take away the outside game, then they're going to hurt you on the inside. So it's going to be a tough matchup, I guess. Defensively, we just got to get back to our girls and get the shooters and then help stop them on the drives. That'll be the big key. But then offensively, we just got to hope we have a good night. We've had pretty good shooters and shooting pretty good from the field overall, but that's not going to be every night. So we're just hoping we have a good night shooting wise offensively.
Now, you guys played them in the finals last year of the Holiday Classic. Even though it's a different team with different girls, does it still give you some basis on how to play them this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think last year we come out second half and they really hurt us with their pressure. So that's a big key for us tonight is can we handle the pressure they put on you, when you, I guess, being able to get across half court and get into a half court game a little bit. So, yeah, that's in our memory that, I can still remember last year after, come out second half and they really amped up the pressure. So we got to be able to handle that. And I think we are a little better at that this year, just with our returning guards and some experience that can handle the ball. So hopefully we can handle that a little better this year.
All right, Coach, we wish you the best of luck in the tournament, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, Coach Russell Zidike of the Fairview Apaches here with us on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Back after this.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean. And first, Coach, congratulations on the win against Defiance.
Thanks, appreciate it. The kids played pretty well, and obviously to beat Defiance by 30 points, the kids did something right, and obviously our defense, we hung our hat on our defense again and did a nice job.
Defiance had nothing to do with that press. I mean, every time that you guys pressed, they had trouble. So yeah, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
All right, so now you go into the Holiday Classic. It's your tournament, and this year, great team, always great teams, but this year combined record of 22-2. So this is a tough tournament with lots of good basketball.
Yeah, and Paulding got off to a very fast start. They're, I think, 8-1. Fairview's obviously undefeated, as are we, and Stryker's obviously got hit by the COVID bug a couple times, but they're very, very capable of beating anybody. So very well coached. So yeah, our tournament's been a good draw. Unfortunately, we can't have all the fans we'd like to have here, but I think it's going to be a great tournament.
So you face off tonight against Fairview. As you said, the Apaches are undefeated. They're only allowing 36 points a game while they're scoring almost 61. And they've lost some kids from last year, but I have a good nucleus coming back.
Oh, absolutely. And their schedule is formidable. They've beat some very good teams. Obviously, beating Delta gets your attention. They were picked at the top of our league as well, and you know, they've got some impressive wins, beating Wasion and Archbold and right down the line. You know, I think it's going to boil down to who plays better defense tonight, who can defend the other better than you know, at the defensive end. So,
Well, you're thinking it's going to be a defensive struggle.
I believe so. You know, I think whoever turns the other over is probably going to come out on top. I like our depth a little bit. I think we might be a touch bit deeper on our bench than they are, but you know, we've got to hopefully wear them down a little bit and get into that bench.
When I talked to Coach Zedek, he said he was worried most about the inside play of Shallon Miley and McKendry Seamer. Is that something that you need the rest of the team to step it up and hit some shots?
Yeah, hopefully. You know, we've got to get touches for both McKendry and Shallon inside as well as Chloe. But, you know, if we can't see them because of the pressure and don't handle their pressure very well, it becomes difficult. And, you know, unfortunately, we did not shoot the ball very well against Defiance. And at Swanton, we shot it in spurts fairly well. So we're going to have to make some shots. Obviously, perimeter jump shooting is going to be key. And, you know, just we've had a little bit of a layoff here with the holiday. And hopefully, you know, we should have fresh legs. So I don't think fatigue is going to factor in as much as, you know, as it normally would.
All right, well, Coach, best of luck tonight as you're in Game 2 of the Holiday Classic, and hopefully we see you in Game 2 tomorrow night, too.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks, Chris.
Right. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Thank you to Coach Todd Groschine and Russell Zedek to sit down with me. I know it's a challenge to be on TV, but it's a good chance to sit down and, as we said earlier, talk about your kids. So, you know, both these teams undefeated. And it's going to be an interesting game tonight between Fairview and Bryan. And Coach, you were saying that these kids know each other really well. They play other sports together.
Yeah, these girls, you know, just personally, I know my daughter and Delilah Taylor played softball with Kirsten Klein and the Receiser girls, and Carrie Zedike and Allison Rhodes. We played travel soccer when the girls were younger with both Paige and Liv Recisa. So Cassie Mavis played softball with us. I feel like I know these girls as good as I know the Bryan girls. And there's going to be a pretty competitive ball game tonight.
Absolutely. Well, it'll be Bryan and Fairview. We're going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
I will earn a bachelor's degree, and I'm doing the bachelor's bound transfer pathway at Northwest State. I'm saving thousands on tuition while getting a great education.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it's time for Bryan and Fair. We're going to send things down to Aaron Hughes, our public address announcer, for tonight's starting lineups.
First with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Fairview Apaches. Starters for Fairview, number 4, Carrie Zedek. Number 10, Carrie Smith. number 12, Cassie Mavis. Number 14, Kelly Kreitz. And number 22, Kirsten Klein. Varsity coaches Russell Zedek, assistant coach Allison O'Neill-Selick, and JV coach Nikki Grind. And now for your Bryan Golden Bears. At a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Reese Grothaus. At a guard, a 5'3" senior, number 20, Brooke Lamberson. At a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 32, Chloe Antigo. At a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 5, McKendry Seamer. And at a forward, a 6' senior, number 10, Shaolin Miley. Varsity coaches Todd Grosjean, JV coach Kathy Lamberson, varsity assistant Colin Walker, and assistants John Miner and Joe Good. Ladies, let's play ball.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Shaolin Miley in center circle, going to be facing off against Kelly Kreitz. Actually, yeah, it is going to be Kelly Kreitz. Tip is up, and it comes down to the Lady Bears as it gets tipped back to Miley. They go underneath to Brooke Lamberson, out of bounds, and a quick turnover for the Lady Bears to start things off.
A little too tall. Not a bad idea there by Reese Grothaus, just a little too much for Brooke to handle.
Bears looking to play some pressure defense as Carrie Zedike brings it up. Zedike will get it over the center circle, working against Brooke Lamberson. Zedike will give off to Kreitz. Kreitz, it's tipped away by Seamer, but back to Zedike, who will launch a 3 to start the game and bury it, so 3-0. Fairview leads.
Thought about it, changed her mind, thought about it again. Those are usually the ones you don't knock down.
Grothaus will bring it up. She's working against Carrie Smith. Grothaus gets over the timeline. Looking for Miley, then she'll go right side over to Lamberson. Lamberson works to the top of the keys and gives over to the right-hand side to Grothaus.
You see early Coach Zedike has Cassie Mavis and everybody who's on Shaolin Miley trying to body her up and face guard as much as possible, not give her anything open.
Seamer, top of the key. She'll go baseline, put up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Zedike. Zedike thought about running it, but she will hold up and gracefully cross the timeline. Now she'll run over to Klein. Klein comes through the middle of the key. Up, no good. Rebound comes down, and we're going to get a foul. I think that Mavis came in and slid, just got knocked out, but they're going to whistle a foul on the Golden Bears, and I don't know who they called that on. They're going to call that on. They're going to call that on Chloe Antigo.
Yeah, maybe. I guess from that angle.
For us, it just looked like she slid. So
yeah, and I think that the official on the baseline was thinking the same thing. He looked for some help.
Zedike will have it. She'll go left-hand side to Kreitz. Kreitz will try to drive, put up a shot, and we're going to get a second foul, and I think will also be on Chloe Antigo. So that'll be 2 quick fouls on Chloe, and we're going to see a sub real quick come in. And it's going to be Addie Arnold. So Kreitz will go to the line for 2. First one up and no good. Arnold will check in, and Antigo will sit down. So 3-0 Fairview lead here with 6:19 remaining first quarter. One more coming for Kreitz. Second one up and good. So 4-0. Miley will inbound to Lamberson.
Token full court pressure there, picking up the Bears.
Miley will go, again being guarded heavily. Seamer, that'll wide open shot and no good. That is going to be Reese Grothaus, who had a good screen she worked around and able to get to the basket and draw the foul. That'll be on Kelly Kreitz. That'll be her first, team first.
Good decision there by Reese. Tried to go to her left hand to finish.
First one up for the sophomore is no good.
And if Fairview's going to play one defender that tightly on Shalyn Miley the entire time, that should take away some help side, open up some lanes for the Bears to penetrate.
Second one for Grotehouse is good. So the Bears on the scoreboard, 4-1. Bears with full court defense, not pressure so much, but just regular full court defense, and Zedike will bring it up.
Yeah, the Bears like to pick up full court. They will run and trap from time to time. Most of the time, however, they're just trying to slow pace down.
Klein tries to get down, get in the key. It gets knocked away. Seamer will come up with it, but then gets off the hands of Brooke Lamberson out of bounds. So a couple early turnovers for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, a little sloppy. Good pressure there from the Apaches, though.
They inbound to Zedike. Zedike working against Lamberson. Zedike will give over to Klein. Klein on the right-hand side, up top of the key to Smith, who launches a three, no good. Rebound will come down to Grotehouse. Grotehouse is running over that timeline. Down low to Miley. Miley gets it and dishes back out to Lamberson. Oh, she almost lost that ball, but now she will have it. Addie Arnold drives baseline. Shot up, she will draw the foul. Arnold will head to the line.
Good ball movement there by the Lady Bears, swinging around the perimeter to find the open person, and a good decision by Addie Arnold to go to the basket there.
That's going to be on Kreitz. So both schools have a girl with 2 fouls on her. First one up for Arnold is good. Paige Racisa will check into the game for Kreitz. Racisa averages 6 points per game.
Another one of those really good sophomores, her along and Carrie Zedike.
Second one is up and good, and Arnold remains perfect on the season for foul shoot. They'll bring it up with Kirsten Klein. Klein almost picked up that back foot.
Yep.
They'll get it underneath to Mavis, then back out. Shot is in the air by Racisa. It's up and good.
Nice shot by Paige Racisa there. Shot that in rhythm, a lot of confidence.
Bryan will come the other way, trailing 7-3. Looking to go baseline is Lamberson. Bounce pass over to Seamer. Seamer gives over to Arnold. Arnold will go right side over to Grotehouse. Grotehouse will drive the lane, put up a shot, off glass and in. Reese Grotehouse not afraid to take that to the hole.
No, and if the Bears are going to score some points and have a good night offensively, Reese has to find her rhythm, be aggressive offensively, not to be afraid to do exactly what she did and create her own offense.
Bears looking to trap, and the pass off the trap is intercepted. Grotehouse will put up the shot, counted in the foul. Boy, you know, I was talking the other night with Caleb Zuber, and Zuber said, you know, it's not the trap that gets you, it's the pass after the trap, and that was a prime example of that.
And great anticipation there, almost like a free safety sitting back in the lane. She saw that pass coming and jumped it.
Carrie Zedike gets the foul. That's 3 team fouls. Grotehouse will make the 3-point play, and now the Bears take an 8-7 lead, their first lead of the game. Zedike will bring it up.
Got their offense started with some defense. The pressure's been better.
Zedike gives to Klein. Klein goes through the key, misses the shot. Outlet pass. Seamer all the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Fairview. And then they are on the baseline. That is going to go off of Fairview. And no, they're going to off Bryan and stay with Fairview. Lots of defensive pressure for the Lady Bears. They really amped it up here.
Like McKendry being aggressive there, but I think she had a chance to make a pass to the other side.
They'll get it over to Zedike. She's on the right-hand side working against Lamberson. Zedike backs her way in the key, then back out to Smith. Smith will give back out to Zedike. Thought about a 3-head fake. Now she gives to Racisa, who launches a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Grotehouse, and Grotehouse is running. Grotehouse brings it down, finds Arnold. Down low, then back out to Lamberson. Lamberson thought about a 3, then puts her down, and it gets knocked out of bounds. It should stay here off of Mavis. It did.
A good job by officials working together there.
Allie Zimmerman will check in, as will Delilah Taylor for the Bears. Grotehouse will have a well-deserved break. Bears will have it underneath. We're going to see Olivia Racisa, the senior, come in. And Mavis will sit down.
Got some fresh legs for some defense for Coach Zedike here.
Zimmerman looks to inbound. She will get to Arnold. Now over to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive baseline, then gives to Arnold. Arnold working against Zedike. Now back out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gives back to Arnold down low on the right wing. Arnold making a move, will go left, come through the key. Bounce pass to Miley, shot up and no good, and rebound will come down to Fairview, and we're going to get a foul on Delilah Taylor.
Like Arnold got stuck there in the paint, was unguarded for a second, didn't realize that she had the basket right in front of her.
Klein will inbound it. Tough D for the Bears. Zedike loses it, able to pick it back up. Lamberson doing a great job. They'll hand off to Kirsten Klein. She'll go right side, then give over to Paige Rasisa, top of the key.
The one thing the Bears have got to be aware of, and we've seen it here early, is that right there. You've got to defend all the way to the three-point line. Fairview's already shot 100 threes in 6 games, and that's 4 or 5 already tonight. Good hustle save by the Kirsten Klein.
Absolutely, as Zedike will miss the shot badly. Klein will put up a shot and draw the foul. I think that might be on Taylor again.
Looked like it.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of bailed her out there. I don't think that was going to be a real good shot.
So that'll put Klein to the line. Shoot 2. That's 2 on Taylor.
4 fouls on the Bears, 2 on Antigo, 2 on Taylor. That's what you don't want to see if you're Coach Grosjean, is girls piling up early fouls, because we need depth tonight.
Looks like we're going to see Grotehouse back in, as well as McKendry Seamer. Miley will check out.
Kirsten Klein is shooting 87% on the year from the free throw line. That's her 32nd and 33rd free throws of the year. That's her game.
9-8 Fairview leads. Bears have it with Lamberson. Lamberson looking over to Arnold. Arnold launches a 3. Good, nothing but net. Boy, you need bench players like Addie Arnold to come off and get hot there.
You're going to need some points from a lot of places tonight. That was a good decision there. Nice find by Brooke.
So Zedike has it going the other way, and they'll reset with Klein. Klein will give on the right-hand side, and they'll feed it underneath, and we're going to get a foul. I think they're going to call that on, no? Who'd they call that on?
I think that's going to be on Arnold. She was holding in the post.
So Rasisa will inbound on the baseline. She'll inbound to, now Olivia Rasisa will have it. She'll hand off to Zedike. Their whole offense really moves through Zedike. She touches the ball every possession.
For a
3 ball in the air.
So important.
Paige Rasisa misses the 3. It'll come down the other way. Grotehouse moving fast.
Another rebound for Reese Grotehouse. She's got 3 early rebounds.
Lamberson with it. We'll give back to Zimmerman. Bears will reset. Zimmerman will hand off to Lamberson. Lamberson will drive, put up a shot, and a foul will be called. Let's see if that's on Zedike. If that is, that's 2 on her. Nope, they're going to call that on Olivia Rasisa. And at the line, Brooke Lamberson, first one up and no good. Brooke is a 78% free throw shooter.
She's been doing a great job this year, her senior year, handling the point for the Lady Bears. She's been nice and steady. She's had good scoring nights for us, doing everything a coach needs her to do.
Lamberson's second one is up and good, so that makes it a 12-9 lead for the Lady Bears. Minute 16 and counting, first period. Klein bringing it up, runs into a trap and gets it to Rasisa. Now to Zedike, top of the key, nice head fake. Rasisa drives the lane, puts it up off glass and in. And Fairview cuts it to 1. Zimmerman goes the other way with it. Picked up her dribble, gave over to Lamberson. Lamberson over to Seamer, then back out to Zimmerman. Lamberson will put up a shot. It is good, 14-11 as we go under 45 seconds to play first quarter.
Nice baseline jumper, good find there by Allie Zimmerman.
Zedike will get it over the timeline, work around a screen from Kirsten Klein. She has the basketball, working on Zimmerman. Zimmerman, good defense, Shot by Klein is no good. Rebound comes down to Miley. Miley will give to Lamberson. It gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay right here. Kirsten Klein playing the full court defense. Wasn't going to make that an easy one for Bryan.
Yeah, they want a good look here to get in a bucket, go into the quarter would be good.
So Lamberson will bring it up, working against Miley. Miley goes baseline, immediately gets converged upon, and they're going to get a foul. I might be on Olivia Rasisa. We'll see which one they call it on. It is Rasisa. Rasisa and Klein were both down there.
Yeah, two quick ones on Liv. Shallon did a nice job with the ball fake, got her to move her feet a little bit, and then got her to the hoop.
First one by Miley is no good. We're going to see Cassie Mavis check back in for Fairview and Addie Arnold check back in for Bryan. 14-11, Bears leading. Miley has one foul shot here. Next one is good, so it's 15-11. Bears lead is 3 with 10.3 seconds to go first quarter. Zedike looks to run it.
Nothing easy and no fouls if you're the Bears.
Bears double team and even triple team Zedike. They get it underneath to Rasisa. He misses the shot, and that'll be it for the first quarter of play. The Lady Bears lead Fairview 15-11 on the main stop scoreboard. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it's Bryan 15, Fairview 11 on the main stop scoreboard as we enter the second period of play. It will be Fairview basketball. Inbound, and Carrie Zedike will bring it up. Zedike over to Rasisa, Paige Rasisa, then back over to Cassie Mavis, now to Olivia Rasisa. Back over to Mavis, she loses the basketball on the floor. There's a scrum, and the Golden Bears.
Great hustle play,
Brooke
Lamberson getting on the floor, turned him over there.
The possession error wasn't switched last time, but it does go to the Bears, and they don't need to switch it this time. Didn't get switched at the quarter.
Have to get on old TK here. What's going on down at the scores table?
All right.
That's the worst thing that happens. They'll be happy.
Absolutely. Grotehouse looks to go inside. It is stolen away by Rasisa.
Great help side defense by Liv Rasisa, seeing that lob coming from the wing from Reese Grotehouse.
Back over to Zedike. She'll drive baseline, then give to Rasisa at the last second. Nice shot by Rasisa is missed, and it'll go the other way with McKendry Seamer running things. Seamer waits for the traffic to pass.
Good challenge by McKendry Seamer there without fouling. Altered the shot, made Rasisa shoot it high off the glass.
A lot of times that foul gets called, or that move gets called.
Hard to miss contact there a lot of times. And in high school officials, there's a lot of anticipation on things like that.
Grotehouse throws up a shot from way underneath the basket. It's no good. Zedike will run it the other way quickly. Zedike going to keep it herself, puts it through the key, and we're going to get a foul on Miley McKendry Seamer.
Nope, they're calling a charge on that. That's going to be on Carrie Zedike.
Okay, well, the way Seamer looked, she looked upset about it. Wait a minute. Zedike was at the line already.
Yeah. The official on the sideline called a charge right away. The one on the baseline just blew the whistle and let him take the call.
Gotcha. I was going to say, I thought she had good position. Seamer did. So
Carrie's a good offensive player. She just expected to get the call, go to the line. That's the right move for her.
Yep.
Might be able to confuse the official.
Lamberson brings it up, then gives over to Seamer, and we're going to get a foul the other way, and that's going to be on Miley.
Miley with the offensive call there.
Player control foul. That's 16 fouls apiece. So Zedike will get it now. Lamberson playing the ball. Zedike gets a screen. Klein has it, loses the basketball. Jump ball, and that'll stay with Fairview. But Addie Arnold gets in the mix down there and able to tie her up.
Good help side defense, just active hands, good feet. No free lanes to the basket.
So Zedike will inbound on the baseline. She'll give to Klein, then right back to Zedike. Launches a three, no good. Rebound comes down and knocked into the hands of Brooke Lamberson. And quickly Fairview is pressuring her. Now they get it down and they'll reset the offense with Arnold on the right side.
And Shalom Miley on the block, working hard down there.
Three ball in the air for Bryan is no good. That was Lamberson. Miley gets the rebound, shot up no good. Gets her own rebound and second shot is no good. And Fairview will come the other way with Klein. Smith makes it up and good. That was Carrie Smith, the sophomore, that got that one. Fairview not going away at 15-13. Bears lead with 5:46 remaining first half. Arnold goes baseline. We'll draw the foul from Paige Rasisa. So that's the 7th foul, which means Arnold should be shooting 1 and 1. Officials figure that out, and nope, they're gonna call that one. They're gonna say that
it's been away from the ball.
Yeah, they're gonna say that Seamer should be shooting. I really thought they called that on the drive in. All right, so Seamer will
tell. We must have a bad angle up here.
I guess. First one by Seamer's good.
And who was that foul on, Chris?
That was on, I think Olivia Rasisa.
3 on Liv already.
That may not be because, well, she's out. That had to be on her. She's out already.
Yeah,
second one is good by Seamer, too.
That's hard on the depth for Coach Zedike.
Yep. 5:39 and counting first half. Bryan leads 17-13 over Fairview. Zedike working against Allie Zimmerman. Now they trap her. Knocked away. Miley with it. She loses the basketball. Seamer comes in right behind her, puts up a shot. No good. Boy, Seamer was heads up to get that one.
She was.
And it goes the other way.
A lot of control trying to finish, but that's great hustle. You can't be unhappy with that.
Carrie Smith with the basketball. She will drive, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Arnold, working over Cassie Mavis, and Arnold will bring it up over that timeline.
I think I saw her jump a little bit there. That's unusual.
Zimmerman with it. Always love having a dad in the booth with me. I love it.
Good news is she can't hear me as easy from
That's
here.
true. That's true. She puts a 3-ball in the air and drains it. That's 2 from back there, Dad.
Same spot. She must like that spot on the floor.
And Coach Zedike wants a timeout. The Bears are fired up on their side. It's a 30-second timeout. We didn't get a chance to thank our sponsors before the game, so let's take the moment to do that. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom by Krill Funeral Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High Speed Internet, Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Coming up, we will have the BMU Cable and High Speed Internet halftime report, give you some stats and so much more. And right now, the main stop scoreboard is showing 20-13 in favor of the Lady Bears. Thoughts, Coach?
Well, I think from where the game started, Fairview got out to a real quick start. Got a couple buckets early, and the Bears were pressing, but now they're running their offense. They're doing a nice job on the defensive end, limiting Fairview to 1 shot. I think that's been a big deal so far, is rebounding. So they've got to be able to keep that up.
4:44. Let's see what's going on down here. There's some conversation among the officials.
Somebody's got blood.
So Seamer's going to head to the locker room, or head to the trainer at least, and Lamberson will check in. Okay, so Fairview will have the baseline. Paige Rasisa will inbound on the baseline. It was after that make by Arnold. Bears still
Big
doing
thing
that.
now is just to keep that momentum that they've built.
Yep.
It was a good timeout by Fairview, trying to gather themselves, and Bears need to keep the pressure up.
Bears will get it under, or Fairview will get underneath to Mavis. Mavis working on Lamberson, and then back out to Zedike. 3-ball in the air on the other side is no good. That was Olivia Rasisa. Pedro Cecil will come down with the rebound, and it gets tipped away by Miley, and Miley will head the other way, and it's 2-on-1. Miley will keep it herself, misses the shot off of Fairview, and will stay right here. Miley had Grotehouse down the other side and kept it herself to take the shot.
Yeah, and I think that was a good decision for her to go to the basket. She anticipated some contact there and kind of overshot the layup, just thinking she was going to get hit. Good hustle by Reese Grotehouse on the backside to keep that ball alive.
So Grotehouse will inbound on the baseline. She will find Arnold on the left wing. Arnold over to Lamberson. Lamberson will go left side to Arnold again, then back out to Zimmerman. Free ball in the air by Grotehouse is buried.
And that's a big one right there. If Reese Grotehouse can get some confidence from the outside, it's going to be really good for the Golden Bears.
23-13, 10-point lead is the biggest for the Lady Bears. 3:52 and counting second half. Smith with it will go cross court all the way to Klein. Klein will back her way in. Basketball is loose. Rasisa will pick it up and then give to Zedike again. Zedike double teamed, and they'll give over to Klein. Klein will bounce pass over to Smith, left wing. Smith double teamed. Zedike now has the basketball. Zedike looks to drive, then she'll dish out to Rasisa. Rasisa launches a bucket, no good. Rebound gets tipped by Zimmerman into the hands of Lamberson.
Great check out by Alex Zimmerman on the backside. Tipped it to her teammate. That was a great defensive possession there for the Golden Bears.
Zimmerman to Miley, goes off of Miley, and Fairview will have it back.
After a couple of quick ones, that's fourth turnover for the Golden Bears, 3 for Fairview. Been relatively clean to this point.
Taylor will come back in for Grotehouse, and after Seamer gets checked out, she will head back in. Inbound to Fairview. Zedike bringing it up. Zedike working on Klein. Klein gets over the timeline, loses the basketball, and picks up her dribble, and we're going to get a jump ball, and that'll go back to the Bears.
Kirsten took one too many dribbles. Probably could have been a travel before that.
Right.
I don't think we're going to get that call out of Mr. Ressler officiating on that baseline. Possession of the Golden Bears, though.
Lamberson will bring it up. She's on the right-hand side. Taylor's on the left. She'll go right, give to Arnold. That's where Arnold shot the threes last time. Now she'll give back over to Lamberson. Lamberson will try to feed it underneath to Miley, or excuse me, to
Nice
Seamer,
catch.
puts it up and in.
Good gather from that. That was a tough angle to make that pass. McKendry got enough to keep it alive. A great finish.
Went off the hands of Kirsten Klein, and that's how Seamer was able to get it, and it knocked out of bounds here, and it'll stay with Fairview.
Great rotation by Delilah Taylor that time. Ran the trap up on the left wing. Delilah anticipated on the baseline. Just about had herself a steal off of it.
Klein looks to inbound. She gets to Rasisa. Rasisa hands off to Zedike, working against Arnold.
Golden Bears switching on the handoffs. A lot of switching going on.
Paige Rasisa has it top of the key. Picks up her dribble, gives over to Carrie Smith. Smith will go to the foul line, then give to Mavis. Back out to Zedike. Zedike back out to Rasisa, launches a three, no good. Rebound comes down to Seamer. Seamer's gonna run. Seamer goes up the right side, dishes to Arnold. Arnold goes through the key, puts up a shot, and what a shot off the front iron for Addie Arnold. 27-13 Bears as we go under 2 minutes to play here.
She found the low part of the rim to get that one over.
And another turnover for Fairview as Carrie Smith.
Good double in the post.
Yep. Zimmerman will pick that one up. Arnold with it on the left-hand side. Arnold will dribble to the top of the key, then give over to Taylor. Bounce pass to the right side, right wing. Taylor looks to drive. It's stolen away by Zedike. Taylor retains possession, and we've got a timeout called, and they called a jump ball, I think, before the timeout.
Yep.
So that's going to go to Fairview. Checking back in is Mavis and Olivia Rasisa, as well as Shallon Miley. Delilah Taylor will check out. Paige Rasisa and Klein will sit down for Fairview. Zedike has the basketball.
A couple more stops here for the Golden Bears. Get this lead where they want it before the half. Fairview is explosive. They've been scoring a lot of points this year. No lead's going to be safe tonight.
Zedike loses the basketball. to Miley. Miley gives a head.
Good look
Seamer.
ahead to Seamer.
Up and no good. Seamer gets the rebound. No, Miley gets the rebound. She'll try to put a shot up off the glass. No good. She gets her own rebound again, and that time she gets hammered. No, they're going to call that on. Are they going to call that on Miley? No, they're not.
No,
I thought at first the way Miley reacted, they were going to call it on her.
I think she's a little frustrated from the first three she didn't get.
Yeah. Reese Grotehouse will check back in for Arnold. And Pedro Cisa will check back in for Fairview.
I'm going to give Shallon a rebound down there, but she got a couple extras because I'm not quite sure what we were holding the whistle for there.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of contact down there.
But McKendree needs to finish that first layup too.
Shot is missed on the foul shot. So we're under a minute to play. Fairview desperately trying to get some points here before the end, and the Bears trying to play defense and hold that 14-point lead. Zedike gives over to Rasisa. Rasisa will feed underneath, stolen away by Lamberson. They'll put it ahead for Miley. Shot up and no good.
Another missed layup for the
Yeah,
Bears.
real close to shots.
You hope that's not something that comes back to haunt them. We've missed a few the last couple trips.
And they left Carrie Zedike wide open, and she buries a three. Not a good situation for the Bears.
5
to end the half.
swing. Really a 5-point swing right there. Missed the gimme layup and then gave up the three.
Grotehouse with the basketball, under 10 to play here. Grotehouse will go left-hand side. Got to look for a shot here. 4 seconds. Grotehouse puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down, and the Bears will lead is 11. 27-16 on the main stop scoreboard. Bryan leads Fairview. Halftime. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you some stats after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collision. At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Halftime in Game 2 of the 18th Annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic shows Bryan leading Fairview by a score of 27-16 on the main stop scoreboard. Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold, and Brian, let's look at some stats from that first half.
Yeah, right now we'll go with the Lady Bears first. They've got the 27-16 lead. For them, leading scorer is Addie Arnold. She's got 10 points. Including 2 3-pointers, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Right behind her is sophomore Reese Grotehouse, the team's leading scorer. Reese has 9. She has a 3. She's 2 for 3 from the line. Then McKendree Seamer has added 4 points. Brooke Lamberson has added 3 points, and Shallon Miley's got a point. We've got Shallon Miley's got 5 rebounds. Reese has 3 rebounds for the Lady Bears. They've turned it over 8 times, but they had 2 quick ones. I think maybe 2 out of in their first 3 possessions, so they did settle down a little bit with the basketball. On the Fairview side, their leading scorer is sophomore Carrie Zedike, the point guard, having a nice night so far. She averages 12. She's got 8 in the first half, including 2 3-pointers. And behind her, you've got a couple of girls with 3 points. Carrie Smith Paige Cisa both have 3 points, and Kirsten Klein is 2 for 2 from the free throw line with 2 points. And I think that's a big storyline right now. Fairview's coming in, averaging, I think, close to 60 points a game, mid-50s to 60 points a game. And their leading scorer is Kirsten Klein at 12.7, and they've got her to 0 field goals and only 2 free throws. She usually goes to the free throw line about 10 times a game. That's her game, and the Golden Bears so far have been able to limit her penetration and her ability to draw fouls and get there. So the defensive side, I would think the coaching staff's got to be really happy in the locker room to hold a team like Fairview to 16 points in the first half.
I'm going to have you put your coach's hat on for a second, and I'm going to ask you, what are you talking about if you're Russ Edike in the Fairview locker room?
Well, the one thing that I think I would like about the first half is we've only allowed 27 points. It's another good scoring team, and we've been pretty good. Now, we saw them miss some layups, but if we are Fairview, we also missed a lot of open threes. And they're, like I said at the beginning, they're a team that shot 100 threes this year. They've got a couple of girls that are shooting over 40% from three, so they can make those shots. And if you're a team that shoots a lot of threes and then you get hot from three, an 11-point ball game's nothing. That can disappear in a hurry. So you're still in this game. You can match up. I think they've done a tremendous job on Shalyn Miley. They came into the game plan of really making her work for everything, and they have. They've made life hard on her. What they've got to be able to do now is limit the damage from the others. You know, Addie Arnold having 10 points at the half is probably not something they counted on, with her coming in averaging about 3.5 a game. But Reese Grotehouse, we all know, can score. She's going to be that kind of kid, like the Zedike kid, who's going to get their points. So you just got to understand, don't let everybody else beat you. So he's going to look at it and say, okay, if Addie Arnold's going to be hot tonight, we got to find her, make sure that we get our toes on the three-point line and take that shot away from her and keep defending Shalyn Miley like we are. We should be okay. They need to make some shots. They're going to turn the pressure up. I don't know that I'd be surprised to see a little more full court pressure. I think the only issue for that for Fairview is just their depth. And they've already got one of their key subs on the bench with 3 fouls, so I think that makes it hard for them to really try to stretch the floor much more.
Now, if you're on the other locker room, you're Coach Todd Grosjean, what are you saying to the Lady Bears?
Whatever you were doing defensively, let's keep that up. If we can hold a team to 16 points and a half with those that's got 2 starters that are averaging 24 a night, there are no complaints there. I'd say the only thing that makes me nervous, like I said, is they got some good looks at threes. So we got to make sure we extend our defense and make sure we're not giving away open looks there. Keep on the boards. We've done a great job of checking out. Even our guards have done a great job on the boards. So we need to continue to limit them to 1 shot, get the ball out and get in transition. He's not going to be happy about 8 turnovers, and not that anybody should be, because you've got a lot of juniors and seniors. You need to value the basketball better than that. So let's limit that. Let's make sure that when we do get those layups, we're in the open floor. We got to make every bucket count, because they're too good to just sit on an 11-point lead and think that we've got it made in the shade.
Absolutely. Again, as you said, if you get hot shooting threes, 11 points gets erased pretty quickly.
That can disappear in a heartbeat if those girls get hot. And they did not stop shooting them. They just stopped making them. Zedike hit a big one there at the end. Otherwise this is a 27-13 game at the half.
More 29-13 if we make the layup.
29 if we make the layup, yeah. And I think as a coach, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I guarantee Coach Grosjean's thinking about it. But to come out to start the half, if the possession arrow is correct, which is a big if tonight, but if the possession arrow is correct, then Bryan has the ball to come out to start the half. That's a big possession. Come out and set the tone, get a bucket, get a stop, and get right back to where you were. For Fairview, just the opposite. Get your stop, find a way to get a bucket, cut into that lead, and see what happens. If they can be single digits or nice and tight, even make a run all the way back at us by the end of the third quarter, and we're in for a heck of a fourth quarter.
Absolutely. We want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Krill Funeral Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veteran Services of Williams County. You are in the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime report. We're going to take a final time out of the half. When we come back, we will get you the second half action after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home We are always here when you need us.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grim Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and durethane, Grim Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grim Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard shows Bryan 27, Fairview 16 in this game number 2 of the Lady Bear Holiday Classic. They've been doing this for 18 years. You remember being in charge of some of these, don't you, Brian?
I've seen quite a few of these. So at least half of them, I was the athletic director. Well, I was at least following orders from TK.
That's right, absolutely, as everyone does.
Yep.
So Bryan gets the basketball to start the second half action.
Looks like both teams are back with their starting 5 from the beginning of the game.
Grotehouse will go in, and they're going to call that on Grotehouse.
Yeah, a little out of control, I think.
Yeah. It's interesting that the official on the baseline looked over to the official on the sideline to actually make the call. He blew his whistle too.
Yep.
Bears will play defense now against Fairview. Zedike will bring it up. Fine now, cross over to Kelly Kreitz. We didn't hear much from Kreitz in the first half.
No, I think the defenders are pretty good.
Yep.
Not having seen Fairview play, I don't know if she's more of a spot shooter, if she likes a slasher and get the ball to the basket. I know she's had a 20-point ball game this year as a freshman, which is impressive regardless of how you do it.
Zedike will drive the shot, put up the shot, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be on Mavis, I think.
Nice rebound there by Chloe Antigo and Strong.
Zedike missed the shot.
That foul's on number 12, Cassie Mavis. I've had the pleasure of coaching Cassie before. That is the kind of kid every team should have.
Absolutely good kid. Lamerson will bring it up. Go to church with us at St. Pat's, so good family too.
Yeah, excellent.
Antigo with the basketball. We haven't heard much from her. She had 2 fouls early on.
Yeah, she had to watch a lot of the first half with foul trouble.
Miley with the basketball. They'll feed underneath. Up and good. McKendry Seamer. Wow, she really beat her girl and was able to get around it. No, but Fairview's coming back quickly the other way. Carrie Smith launches a 3. No good. Rebound by Miley. Nice job there. Boxing out was Miley. Miley will fire it down to Antigo, trying to break that press. Now over to Seamer, who puts it up, count it, and the foul. McKendry thought about a 3, then had a great head fake, great move to the basket, made the shot. Foul was, I missed who the foul was
Foul's on Kreitz.
Okay.
Foul's on Kreitz. That's correct, that's 3 on Kreitz.
Next one, first one rather, is no good for Seamer, so the Bears lead is 31-16. Poked away.
Poke away by Seamer there.
Bears with very active hands. Nice job there. 3 ball in the air is no good. And then we're going to get a traveling violation on Mavis. I tell you what, though, the Apaches did a real nice job of letting Smith make that shot if she wanted. They had 2 Bryan girls just kind of holding them back. She had a wide open shot.
We got stuck trying to go under with both girls. I don't know if if we got confused on switching, not switching, or what happened.
Antigo travels through the middle of the court and puts it up and in. Well, not travels, but, and then stolen away. Back to Antigo, up and good. So too quick from Antigo after Brooke Lamberson steals it away, and it's a 35-16 game. And a turnover on the other. Nope, it went off of Miley. What heads-up play by Carrie Smith. The pass down to her was super long. She fired it back in, and
yeah, great hustle
right
by
off
her.
of Miley.
Just bad luck. Shallon was making an effort to try to tip it away, just ended up in the wrong place. But great sequence here for the Bears. That's exactly what Kirsten Klein wants to do. She's all about getting the ball to the basket. Does such a great job of getting the defender's shoulders turned.
Brooke Lamberson will pick up the foul, and they're going to say that was on the floor.
Yep, fortunate there for the Lady Bears.
Absolutely. Zedike looks to inbound baseline. She does inbound to Klein. Klein working against Lamberson, loses the basketball, and it's going to stay here. I think it went off of the legs of McKendry Seamer.
Great help, though, by 5. She was right there. They anticipated the spin move by Kirsten Klein.
Kreitz inbounds. Here's Zedike at the foul line. Then she'll dish back out. 3 ball in the air is buried by Kirsten Klein. She averages 12.7.
Yep, she's going to find some points here. We need to do a better job of rotating the shooters, so that's 2 open threes they've gotten already this half.
Roadhouse moves around the baseline, then a big out to Lamberson's. Rebound is made by Seamer. Lamberson launched a 3. Roadhouse was all the way underneath the basket and fired it out to Lamberson. Here's Antigo. Antigo drives to the middle of the key, puts up a shot, scoop shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Klein, and Klein will bring it down for the Apaches, and she won't stop. She'll go baseline, and foul is going to be called on Reese Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's her game right there. Great job getting the defender on her hip and then going strong and finishing.
Well, Klein will head to the line, and right now Klein is averaging 87% from the field, or sorry, from free throw. First one is up and missed.
That was a good announcer jinx. Don't tell her you did that one.
Hattie Arnold will check back in. As you notice, I'm not doing that very often for the Lady Bears.
Got to have some home cooking somewhere.
That's right. So second one up for Klein. It is no good. Rebound comes down, and Seamer fires it. She was going out of bounds. She saved it, but saved it right to the Apaches, and so the Apaches will get a fresh possession.
A little strong with her save off the pass there.
Steal happening though, and we're gonna get a jump ball. That'll stay here with Fairview. It was a good move there by Lamberson to poke it out, and then Seamer to tie it up.
Feels like we've been on this end here for quite a few possessions.
We really have. 35
to a point here, we'd be doing pretty good.
35-19 on the main stop scoreboard. Klein gets the inbounds pass, then finds Zedike down low. Zedike launches a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound comes down to Fairview. Mavis will draw the foul. That wasn't Mavis, that was Kreitz, and she draws the foul from Addie Arnold.
Yeah. Not very good job on the backside rebounding there.
That'll put Kreitz on the line. Let's see how she does. She's 83%. First one is no good.
Maybe there's a draft down there, I don't know.
So Kreitz will have another one. Next one is up, and that one is good. So they get to the 20-point mark, 35-20. Bryan lead is 15. It was 11 at the half, 15 now here in the third quarter, 4:33 remaining.
Yeah, we had a nice burst coming out of the half with Chloe Antigo leading the charge. Good defense, getting things started.
Miley goes into the lane and gets knocked out of her hands, and it'll be her inbound underneath. Paige Rasisa did a nice job of causing that harm.
Coach Grosjean would really like to see Shallon Miley get going here. Struggled in the first half.
Underneath, and Kreitz is going to pick up a foul. Seamer caught the inbound pass. And is that going to say, are they going to say Seamer was shooting? No, I don't think so.
They're just waiting on a sub.
Well, Antigua was heading in, and they made her stop. So that's why I was trying to figure out. So Arnold will have it on the baseline, looking for Golden Bear. She gives it to Antigo. Antigo loses the basketball, able to get it out though, as Zedike was heading after it.
Good hustle by Chloe Antigo to save that. Trying to stick that ball into a little bit too tight of a space.
Seamer drives the lane, puts up a shot, no good, gives to get the rebound, and out to Arnold. Arnold will drive, and she double dribble. The Fairview fans wanted a foul on Seamer.
Yeah, probably getting a little close.
But, you know, there is no foul called over the back.
Nope. Nope, and it looked like she went straight up for that rebound. She's taller than the girl in front of her. There's not much you can do about that.
Zedek will bring it up, though. Fairview not going away.
Nope, they're too good for that.
And stolen away.
Great anticipation by Seamer.
To Arnold. Gives over to Zimmerman on the right wing. To Antigo down low on the corner on the right side. Antigo then gives back out to Lamberson. Lamberson had a three from there earlier today, and it gets knocked away. And now back out to Zimmerman, and they'll reset. 3:33 and counting here, third quarter.
See, Fairview's really extended their defense.
You had talked about that at the half. They're doing it.
They're
Zimmerman with it.
They're now well beyond the three-point line. Even against Seamer here, they're well out beyond the three-point line.
So Lamberson with it.
See, the Bears can be patient and don't force anything here. There's nothing wrong with running some clock.
Antigo to Seamer now. Seamer's down on the right wing. As he runs into, and Klein and Seamer collide.
Yeah, that was some tough contact there. Kirsten trying to sneak in from behind to tip that away was a good idea.
So that is going to be on Klein. 4 team fouls now each team. We're going to see some subs. Delilah Taylor, Shallon Miley, and Reese Grotehouse will come in. And then Cassie Mavis will come in, and Klein will have a seat on the bench. That was a hard contact right there.
Yeah, I think we're lucky that neither girl was hurt bad there.
They inbound. Arnold gives to Taylor. Taylor will work around the screen. Then look for Miley. Now she'll hand off to Grotehouse. Grotehouse bounces off a defender, gives to Arnold on the right wing down low. Arnold looks to drive, then gives to Miley. Miley will give back over to Antigo. Now back Grotehouse. Grotehouse baseline, shot up and good. Reese Grotehouse, Bears very patient there.
Yeah, they were patient. I thought we looked a little passive a couple times there, so it was nice to see someone get aggressive with the basketball.
Zedek with the basketball. She'll go baseline, put up a shot and in. Zedek, that was way too easy for Zedek.
That was. Coach Grosjean's probably going to want to chat about that. First bucket of the half for Carey, that gets her to double digits.
Want to give a big shout out to Becky McGuire and family watching from South Carolina. They're Fairview fans, so I'll try to be nice. But this is the Golden Bear Sports Network. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Back after this.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 37-22. Bryan leading Fairview in the third quarter.
Fairview taking advantage of that timeout now to come out with some full court pressure for the Lady Bears.
Miley will inbound to Taylor. Working against Zedek in that full court pressure. Taylor able to shake her off. And now Taylor just going through the key back out to Antigo to Arnold.
Pretty sure Delilah had a lane to the basket.
Yeah,
there.
I don't know if that was, we're trying to not do that and draw fouls or what we're trying to do there. Miley with it. Miley will drive.
Remember to stay aggressive.
Miley with a scoop shot up and in.
Just like that. Stay aggressive, keep attacking the basket. There's a lot of game left.
39-22, minute 50 to play here. Zedek drives the lane, loses the basketball. Ahead to Miley. Miley may have to outrun it, and she had to throw it into the hands of Paige Rasisa.
It's a good idea by Reese Grotehouse, a little strong.
We've seen that a lot out of Reese Grotehouse. She has one motor speed, and it's fast.
She does, and you're not going to tell her to slow down
That's
either.
Right. I have a certain child who's like that.
Yeah, I don't think she'd listen.
Reese for a long time, played at St. Pat's, and good basketball player.
Yeah, great kid. Another one, great kid, great family. This court and both of these teams are filled with great kids from great families.
Miley puts up a shot with the right hand, no good. Antigo gets the rebound up and no good. Again, Miley shot no good. And Miley just frustrated tonight, having some trouble with shots not falling.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Great offensive rebounds by both of them. They did an outstanding job staying aggressive. They'll finish.
Paige Rasisa travel with the basketball, so we're going to see Miley going to have a seat, and Seamer will check back in.
Fairview had 6 turnovers in the first half. They've had 6 more this quarter. They look a little out of sorts. They're probably pressing a little bit. They've not been down in a ball game this year. They've not struggled a whole lot, and they're down double digits.
Taylor, they break the press. Antigo launches a 3, no good. Rebound comes down. Taylor then to Seamer, up and no good. Boy, the Bears have gone cold right underneath the basket.
Yeah, let's try something
Antigo
a little further out maybe. Rebounding like crazy.
Taylor's all by herself on the right side. She sets her feet, launches a 3, no good. Rebound comes down, and it's on the floor. Jump ball is going to stay with the Bears. 37 seconds here in the third quarter. Bears lead 39-22 on the main stop scoreboard.
I thought right at the beginning of that possession, Delilah Taylor, when she attacked and kicked to Antigo in the corner, she had Reese Grotehouse on the right. And I think that's the shot Coach Groshine probably wants. We need to get Reese back into her rhythm. She's just got 1 bucket here in the second half.
Mavis and Smith will sit down for Fairview. Reese Grotehouse is inbounding on the baseline. Needs to get it in, and that was a 5-second call. Coach Groshine not pleased with that one. After the jump ball, you basically waste it by not getting the ball in before 5 seconds.
No, it feels like we could have probably called a timeout to save one there.
That's true. So Zedike has it. Bears on a full court press. Allie Zimmerman playing that pressure defense. Klein will take it over the timeline, work around a screen from Rasisa, working against Antigo.
Bears got lucky there between Antigo and Arnold. They lost track of the ball.
Arnold's going to pick up a foul as she was working against Olivia Rasisa.
That's a silly reach, just trying to do too much.
How many is that on Addie?
I've got her for 3.
Fairview will inbound. Klein with it. Klein will look to drive, then back out to Zedike. Zedike head fake, comes through the middle of the key, up and good.
Really great pull up. Bigger player coming at her, pulled up.
And it's stolen away by Paige Rasisa. And quickly, 4 quick ones to end the quarter for Fairview, and the Bears aren't even going to get a shot out. To the end of the third quarter, 39-26. Bryan leads. Back after this for the fourth quarter on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
Fourth quarter action happening now. Bryan leads Fairview 39-26 on the main stop scoreboard here in the 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic. Fairview has it now. Zedike will drive through the key, dish off to Olivia Rasisa, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Rasisa, and they'll reset. Now it's off of the foot of Rasisa, and we're going to get a jump ball to go to the Bears. Now, I don't think we were able to hear what Todd Groshine was saying at the quarter, but I don't think he was very pleased at how that ended for the Lady Bears.
No, we got really sloppy with the basketball right there. A couple of lazy turnovers. Very similar to that right there, just not making good passes. Our cuts to the open areas are not full speed. We need to change our intensity level a little bit right now and value the basketball.
Miley will inbound now. She will fire it down to Grotehouse. Grotehouse bumps, then over to Zimmerman, who launches a three. That might be short. It's going to go off rim. Seamer saves it to Fairview.
Bad hop for the Bears.
And then it'll get down to Klein. Klein launches a three and banks it off and good. And all of a sudden, it's a 10-point ball game at 39-29. And a steal away by Zedike. And we're going to get, I think we're going to get a timeout for Coach Russ Zedike as Kirsten Klein really hit the deck there. And
I think it was a little accidental contact
yeah,
there.
I think that was just a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. And again, if you can see on the screen right now, Coach Grosjean is having a conversation with his team, and it's not been a good going here for the last minute and a half, 2 minutes for the Lady Bears.
Probably 4 or 5 turnovers in the last 4 or 5 possessions, it feels like. I don't know that we've done a very good job at all of taking care of the basketball.
It's 11-point lead at halftime, correct?
It was an 11-point lead, yeah.
And now it's 10. Bears had gotten it all the way up to, I believe, 15 or 16 at one point.
Yeah. And as ugly as the end of the third was, like I told you when we were off air, we still won the last quarter. We still added to our lead, so it's just a matter of withstanding the storm here and making sure that we do good things.
All right, Fairview inbounds and gets knocked out of bounds. Gonna see Antigo again check in for Zimmerman. Zimmerman gives you some good defensive minutes off the bench.
She likes to play defense. She's a hard worker, good defender, great feet.
Zedike working on Lamberson. Zedike looks to drive the key, and we're gonna get a foul on Lamberson. And 2 shots for Zedike. So all of a sudden, the wheels kind of falling off for the Bears right now.
Right there, Brooke Lamberson needs some help. And this is what Zedike wants to do, is go to the basket, and she did not get any help from her teammates.
So Zedike will head to the line shooting 60%. First one is no good. Carrie Smith will check back in. Olivia Rasisa will sit down. Next one, that's good.
Ever since the timeout that Bryan took and Russ Zedike set up the full court pressure, the game is flipped around here.
Single digits. Lamberson will break that pressure and get up and fire it over to Grotehouse. Grotehouse in the corner to Antigo. They'll feed to Miley. Miley puts up a shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Fairview, and we have gone cold shooting the last couple minutes. Through the key goes Zedike, and it goes off of a Golden Bear. She loses the basketball, poke from behind.
Yeah, good hustle there by Brooke Lamberson to get a piece of that, knock it out of bounds.
I would love to know what our shooting percentage is the last 5 minutes. Zedike launches one, no good. Rebound comes down to Miley.
Yeah, I'd like
Miley
to have,
will feed ahead.
I'd like to have your shooting chart for us in the paint. It's not very pretty.
Double teamed is Grotehouse. They're able to get out of it. Fairview swiping at every ball.
And the hands on everything, that's for sure.
Antigo thought about a 3. She had a wide open one. Now she'll put up a shot, no good, and no foul. And
Bryan contact not getting called right now. Whether it's
Zedike pops a shot at the foul line, that's up and good. And it's a 7-point ball game. Coach Todd Grosjean calls a timeout. And this is, stick with this. This is an exciting one. We're gonna take it with them. 39-32. Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the 4-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Bryan leads Fairview 39-32. Remember, Fairview has beaten both Wauseon and Delta. They are undefeated, as are the Lady Bears, but they are giving Bryan all they can handle right now in this fourth quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, Lamberson will get the inbound and will bring it up the sideline. Work it against Klein. Trap. Grotehouse with it. Grotehouse will give to Seamer. Seamer launches a shot, no good. Rebound comes up and in. Chloe Antigo cleans that one up, 41-32.
Yeah, that's a big offensive rebound in the bucket. The Bears needed that.
Kreitz will drive baseline, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Lambert. We're going to get a foul. No, they're going to call a jump ball on with Zedike coming in to tie it up. It'll stay with Fairview. Fairview real active on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you start seeing the ball go through the net, and defensive energy goes up.
Fairview with the inbound. Kreitz will lose the ball. Picked up and shot by Zedike, missing it. Kreitz gets that rebound. That's stolen away by Addie Arnold. Arnold needs to find an outlet pass. She does.
Might have got away with a double dribble. Zedike definitely got away with a reach right there.
Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Krill Funeral Service, Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veteran Services of Williams County. The main stop scoreboard shows 41-32 back in 15 seconds on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 41-32. Bears will have it. They lead with 5:16 remaining here. Fourth quarter. That's poked away by Klein. She will go the other way by herself, and Grotehouse will get the blocking foul. That might be 4 on Grotehouse.
Let's see, I've got it for 3.
Okay, so.
I could have missed one. But this is what the Bears can't have. They can't have Fairview scoring with no time going off the clock.
Exactly.
Still a lot of ball game left.
Klein heads to the foul line.
Just have not taken care of the ball very good.
First one is up and good, 41-33 now. By the way, Fairview's in the bonus the rest of the way too there.
Yeah, and the 14th, they've got a few to give.
Yep. That one rattles home, 41-34. Bryan inbounds, Grotehouse has it. She'll run up the sideline. She will outrun the Fairview defense. Finds Seamer, underneath, up and good! And it's knocked away the other way as Lamberson was strong defense, and Bears are just swiping at everything right now.
Step away.
3-ball by Zedike is up and good. Wow.
Big shot there. That sophomore can play.
Absolutely. Grotehouse with it. She will give to Lamberson. Lamberson will beat the pressure.
What the Bears have to be smart about here is this is what?
Arnold launches a 3. It's off front iron. Seamer goes through between her legs, and Fairview will pick it up. 4:27 and counting. We got a 6-point ball game here, folks. And Fairview bringing it down. Zedike launches an off-balance shot, no good. Seamer pulls down the rebound, and Fairview getting real active, and we're going to get a foul on Zedike, and the Fairview crowd is not happy.
It was a foul. It was just a foul way before that. I'm not sure what we were waiting so long on.
We have seen a lot of delayed whistles tonight, haven't we?
I'm not quite sure what you were hoping to get out of waiting on the whistle for that long.
So Miley will inbound on the baseline, and she will find Grotehouse. Grotehouse back to Miley. It gets knocked away. Zedike with it. Zedike, and they're going to get a foul on Grotehouse. That's 4 on her.
Now you got 4.
Yeah, that's just hustle by Grotehouse, and she needs to play smart right there.
Yeah.
Set her feet, take a charge.
Yeah, and there was no reason to make the pass to the middle there either. She was perfectly fine one-on-one in the corner.
First one up by Zedike is in, 43-38.
Reese needs to understand that she is the fastest person on the floor with or without the ball in her hands, outside of maybe Carrie Zedike, and there isn't anyone out here that can take her one-on-one.
Second one by Zedike is no good. Miley gets the basketball. Miley running into some trouble, and she double dribbles. Another turnover for the Bears.
Yeah, now 16 turnovers now after having 5 in the first half.
And this is a 5-point ball game.
This is a ball game the Golden Bears have not had this year. They've not been in a close game in the fourth quarter this late.
Zidek with the basketball, working on
what they've got.
Taylor. Hand off to Rasisa. Rasisa kicks it out. 3-ball in the air. No good. Rebound comes down to Seamer. Seamer needs to not pick up the dribble there and just run it out.
Yeah.
They'll get it over the timeline. Give it, Taylor will give to Arnold. Arnold, and it's stolen away. Rasisa, and that is going to be a charge. Good call there, and the Bryan fans are pleased. I thought she had her feet set well.
Yeah, I think she got there. But you can't like that call if you're wearing black and gold.
No, absolutely not.
Just too passive with the basketball. Addie Arnold was a good example right there. She had beaten the double team. She was perfectly fine to come around the corner. Tried to throw a one-handed pass.
We have blood again. Okay, Antigua will check in. I don't know if Shallon has a cut or something. He's also putting Reese back with 4 fouls and 3:33 to go. If I'm Fairview, you know who I'm going after right now.
Yeah, yep.
All right, 43-38, 3:33 to play. Grotehouse with the basketball. Grotehouse will run it up. Grotehouse will tip it to herself basically as Fairview tipped it. She got it back. Seamer, now to Antigo. Antigo goes to put the shot up. No foul whatsoever.
Well, none called.
Nothing. Unbelievable.
Yeah. A lot of contact.
Yeah, real contact.
Right
Antigo's body would not move like that if it was like that. And she's trying to save it out of bounds was Mavis. I tell you what, that was a real miscall down there. I don't usually like to call it out, but
no.
Antigo, her body bent backwards during that shot.
A lot of grabbing, a lot of holding.
All right, Antigo looking to inbound. She gets it to Taylor. Taylor loses the basketball, and we're going to get a foul. That's on Zidek again. That's 3 on Zidek.
3 on Carrie Zidek,
and
that
all of a sudden we've gotten the last 4 fouls, and we're in the bonus.
All of a sudden the Bears are in the bonus.
Checking into the game is going to be Zimmerman. Taylor is at the line shooting 2. Or 1 and 1, excuse me.
We'll probably try to do offense and defense as much as possible here at the end with Reese. Protect her defensively.
First one by Taylor is up and good. 44-38.
Lida gets her first point of the night. Big free throws here for the Bears.
Next one, up and good as well. 45-38, 3:05 to play. Zimmerman work it against Zidek. Zidek will hand off to Klein. Klein will bring it over.
This is where the Apaches want the ball. They want it in Carrie Zidek's hands, or they want it in Kirsten Klein's hands. These are the 2 kids that are going to carry him back. That's going to happen.
Working around a screen, stolen away by Seamer. Seamer will go forward to Taylor. Taylor picks it up. Shot up and good.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought that was going to be way too far for Taylor, the way she threw that ball. And Fairview trying to get it inbound. Knocked away by Taylor again. Oh, they got a timeout before that. Let's see what if they're going to give them a full timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 47-38, Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Fairview inbounds the basketball. Zedike is double teamed right now, and Zedike, wow, that was interesting. Zedike led with her forearm and shoulder.
Yeah.
And Seamer's going to get the foul.
Yeah, that's a reach we didn't need right
there. Yeah, absolutely. So that'll put Klein at the line. Check in Reese Grotehouse. All right, so
this is not who we want to see at the line.
No,
if
absolutely
you're a
not.
Golden Bear fan.
First one is up and good. Coming into the game, she was something like 83%. No,
Yeah.
she was only 50% coming into the game.
No, Kirsten Klein is shooting about 87% from the line.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Yeah, on the year she is 27 to 31.
Okay, there you go. I was reading the 3-point, I think. All right, inbound, Bears have it, knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with them. As Klein got real active there and knocked it away. 47-40, Bears lead. We are 2:23 remaining here, fourth quarter. Miley inbounds. Lamberson with it, gets stolen away, and Fairview has it. Rasisa, and we're gonna get a foul. Lamberson had her hand on the ball.
Again, just careless with the ball.
Yeah.
Inbounded to somebody with a defender behind him.
Yep.
Good hands by Paige Rasisa.
Paige will head to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Actually 2, because that was the 10th team foul. First one is no good. 47-40. This is a dogfight.
Yes, it is.
Next one for Rasisa is good. It's a 6-point ball game. Bears need to inbound it and get some points here, or at least take some time off the clock and not let Fairview get points. Cross court over to Miley. Miley gives to Grotehouse. Grotehouse draws Klein. Over to Taylor. Taylor now draws Klein. Klein is defending the ball. Taylor able to give it out to Grotehouse. Grotehouse passes over to Lamberson. So right now the Bears are just trying to control the basketball and make Fairview foul. Grotehouse with it. Taylor had a wide lane to the basket and didn't go there.
Yeah, that's not. We're just going. It's almost Dean Smith, Bobby Knight, four corners here.
Yep. Notre Dame used to call this the burn.
Oh, baby, that's
and the pass was going
what a
underneath.
great save by the senior. Brooke Lamberson in the right place.
Yep. And Seamer passes it back out to Taylor, over to Grotehouse, now to Lamberson, and Lamberson. Whoa! Lamberson got tackled.
Yes, she did. Real close to an intentional.
I don't know
Kirsten
about
wasn't
that.
trying to run her over, trying to get a foul, but that's real close to an intentional in that situation.
So Zimmerman will come in. And again, they're swapping Zimmerman and Grotehouse out, as you said. You don't want Grotehouse to get a defensive foul.
Defense here.
Yep. We're going to see Miley going to check out for Antigo, who comes in. So this will put Lamberson at the line shooting 1 and 1. First one up, good. 48-41. Minute 25 to go. One more coming for the Lady Bears. Next one up, also good. 49-41.
Three-possession game with a minute 25 left is big right here.
Zedike will bring it up,
No
working
fouls,
against Zimmerman.
make them use clock. Great job keeping the ball in front of her by Allie Zimmerman. No fouls, just keep the ball in front.
Lamberson working against Rasisa, who has the basketball now. Rasisa picked up her dribble, has no way to go to, and finally finds a open man, and we're going to get a double dribble on the way in from Kelly Kreitz.
And she had an open lane there, too.
We're going to swap out some subs as Grotehouse and Miley come back in. Zimmerman and Antigo will check out. All right, 49-41. Taylor with the basketball. Off the inbound pass, it gets poked away. They get it over to Miley, it gets knocked out of bounds, and they're gonna say it went off of Paige Rasisa's feet. So Miley will inbound right at the end on the Golden Bears on the near side here for the Lady Bears. Taylor with it. Zedike almost
Good
picked
catch
up
by
a foul.
Delilah Taylor.
Yeah, she had Zedike coming at her with a full head of steam. Lamberson with it, now to Seamer. Seamer drives line, Lane puts it out, and Grotehouse will have it again. Grotehouse working against two Apaches, and the Bears call a timeout. 49-41, it will be a 30-second timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network present.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Exciting basketball here from Bryan in the game number 2 of the 18th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic. Bears lead the Apaches 49-41 with 38 seconds to play. Inbounds Taylor to Miley. Miley catches and will give to Grotehouse. Back out to Taylor. Taylor is double teamed as every time the ball gets past the double team happens, and we're going to get a foul on Paige Racisa, meaning that Brooke Lamberson will head to the free throw line with 27 seconds to play. All right, Lamberson will take the foul shot, 49-41. First one is up and good. 9-point lead for the Lady Bears. And Tigo and Zimmerman make that swap for Miley and Grotehouse again. Next free throw coming from Lamberson. Next foul will be 2 shots for the Bears. If we get there. Next one on the way and good.
Well, those 4 huge free throws for Brooke Lamberson here at the end. I don't think any of them drew iron.
Absolutely not.
That's
Quickly
what you
down.
need a senior point guard to do. Be able to handle the ball, go to the free throw line.
Klein launches a 3, rebound comes down to Taylor, and they'll give to Lamberson. And Lamberson will get out of a trap, then pass down to Seamer, and we're going to get a foul. They're going to give it to Kirsten Klein with 11 seconds left.
Brooke Lamberson after she threw it.
2 shots for Lamberson again. So it looks like the Lady Bears will face Paulding, who won the first game 64-51. In tomorrow's championship game, it's going to be Stryker and Fairview. Next one up and good, 52-41. We'll be on the air tomorrow at 5 o'clock, about 5 o'clock, maybe 4:45 or so for that consolation game. Second one up and good as well. Bears will push the D back. Make them be honest. Zedike puts it up and in. 53-43. The Bears don't even need to inbound it. And the Lady Bears beat the Apaches of Fairview by a score of 53-43. The main stop scoreboard. Bears will head to the championship game tomorrow night. Fairview will head to the consolation game. We will head to our Oberlin Turnbull post-game show and talk with we're going to get some stats for you and maybe talk to Coach Grosjean after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the athletic wall of fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
(53-43), Bryan leads Fairview, or defeats Fairview in game number 2 of the Holiday Classic. And Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold, and Coach, thoughts on this one?
Well, that was what I thought it would be, thinking about this ball game coming into tonight. It's going to be a ball game into the fourth quarter for both teams, and you got to give a lot of credit to Fairview for that. Struggled mightily offensively in the first half. They went into halftime with 16 points, ended up with 43. So they did a nice job in the second half overcoming just some bad shooting and some turnovers. But I thought it was good for the Lady Bears to get challenged for 4 quarters. They've not had that really this season in the first 7 games, so it was good to see how they responded there in the fourth quarter.
Let's take a look at some stats here on the post-game show, Oberlin Turnbull post-game show.
For the Fairview Lady Apaches, leading scorer tonight, sophomore Carrie Zedike, was just fantastic. She had 21 points, 9 of those in the fourth quarter. She is a gamer. Did a great job. She was 2 of 4 from the free throw line, had 3 threes. Carrie Smith had 3 points for the Apaches. Kirsten Klein was the second leading scorer. She had 13 points. She had 2 threes. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And then the other scorer for the Apaches was Paige Rasisa, who had 6 points. She had a 3. She was 1 of 2 from the line. Fairview had some issues handling the basketball, a lot like the Bears did. I think they both faced good defenses. They turned it over. I had them for 18. It's going to be a big number, way bigger than what Coach Zedike likes. On the Lady Bears side, leading scorer tonight for the Lady Bears was Reese Grotehouse. Despite not scoring in the fourth quarter, Reese ended up with 11 points. She was 2 of 3 from the free throw line, had a 3-pointer. McHenry Seamer had 10 points for the Lady Bears. She was really good tonight, and she had a bunch that she missed around the bucket she'd like to get back. And she had 9 rebounds and was 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Addie Arnold had 10 points all in the first half. She had 2 3-pointers. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And then Brooke Lamberson had 9 points for the Bears. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line, including 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter. There was all big free throws. And then Delilah Taylor had 4 big ones in the fourth quarter. Charlotte Miley had 3 points tonight, which is way under her average, and we'll get more out of her tomorrow night, which will be great. And Chloe Antigo had 6 for the Lady Bears, all in the second half. And like I said, I had Seamer and Miley both for 9 rebounds for the Bears, and I thought rebounding was a big advantage to the Golden Bears tonight.
Absolutely. So Paulding defeats Stryker 64-51 in game 1. That means Paulding gets into the championship game. Bryan defeats Fairview 53-43 in the Lady Bear Holiday Classic. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Coach Grosjean or not, so we're going to take a quick timeout and come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
And that's a credit to Russell Z-Dyke and his crew. You know, we knew that they were going to come at us at some point, and you know, no matter what the lead was, we kept telling our girls we got to be solid. We're going to make a run, and we were fortunate enough to knock down some free throws and you know, get enough defensive rebounds and get stops to you know, get out of here with a win. I guess a very good team. I thought they played really well defensively the whole game. And absolutely, and I just told Russell, his daughter, at the point, you know, if you aren't in the neighborhood, they're knocking a shot down. I mean, they are that good. But I thought our guards slowed them up, and we wore them down a little bit, I think, over the course of the game. And you know, Ellie Zimmerman came in and guarded her, made her zigzag, and that takes a lot out of a point guard when you got fresh legs on you, and we're rotating different people in and out. And so, you know, I think our bench and our depth was pretty important tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like to think that the girls that came in off the bench did a great, I mean, they really were the key. The real difference is once you have some kids early in foul trouble, they were able to come in and, you know, this is really play well.
And Addie Arnold gave us a great first half, great minutes up. Unfortunately, she went down on her wrist there at the end, and she's one of our better free throw shooters, and we didn't have her out there, but Brooke Lamberson was pretty solid. I think somebody said 10 for 10 at the line, and that's huge. You know, you're trying to protect the lead, and they're coming after you the way they were. To answer at the free throw line's big. Well, they score a lot of points. They're very athletic. They've got a left-handed post player that's going to pose some problems. So we're going to have to execute our press breaker a little bit better, take better care of the basketball, and hang our hats on our defense again. We're going to have to guard.
All right, Coach Todd Gross, you're going to take a final
time out in the Oberlin Turnbull post-game show. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, the Holiday Classic. Bryan beats Fairview 53-43, and I think Coach was saying a lot of the things you and I were saying up here. Good defense, getting to the line, and the bench really being key.
Yeah, one of the things we thought coming into this year is we could play 8, 9, 10 girls. And what we've seen through 8 games now is we can play 8, 9, 10 girls, and we don't drop off. And every night it seems like there's somebody different. We know Shallon Miley and Reese Grotehouse are kids we need to have score. Well, Shallon struggled tonight, so Addie Arnold gets double digits, McKendry Seymour gets double digits, Brooke Lamberson makes all 6 free throws, and Delilah Taylor comes out and scores 4 in the fourth quarter when we needed those big points.
Absolutely.
So we've got, and I think Coach Grosjean, he may have said this already, but I think the one thing they really value out of this group of kids is practices are competitive. Everybody wants their minutes. Everybody wants to play. So when you see them on the floor, nobody's taking their time and their opportunity for granted. That's when you're going to have a good team. When everybody's pushing each other to get better because, hey, if you're struggling, step aside, let me try it out. I'll have the night.
All right, well, we have the the Consolation game tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. It is going to be Stryker and Fairview in that one, and then the championship game at 6:30, Bryan and Paulding, and it's not going to be a slouch of a team we're playing in the championship game.
No, another great challenge. Just 4 good basketball teams in this tournament. We get a chance to see, everybody is getting a chance to see 2 of them. Looking forward to that matchup tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Want to thank our broadcast crew. Our director is Eric Herman, our production assistant, Chris KB Bryce, cameras, Donnie Miller and Tony Malanga. I want to thank our athletic department, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal, and the art department, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. This has been a production of BMU Video. This broadcast is copyrighted by BMU and the Board of Public Affairs for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without BMU's consent, is prohibited. One final time from Bryan High School. For Bryan Arnold, I am Chris Malanga. Your final score in this one, 53-43. The Bears win this one. Have a good night, everybody.